Uchi. Hold on, hold on. And I think we are live, to say the least. Give me 1 second there. Filters. Nah, too much. Just want to adjust the chroma key on my camera there. Bring this over here, so. Okay, I think that's better. All right. How many persons do we have here? Just one, though. Hold on. Doop. Let's see. Let's switch back over to something there. All right, so I guess for the sake of the recording and the person that will be going over, to rewatch this at some point. Well, go on, everyone. Sanjae Uchiha here, and welcome to the July end of month subscriber live stream. Of course, unlike previous live streams, I've kind of made so only subscribers who've been subscribed for at least 10 minutes or so can actually, chat in the chat. So it is what it is, but that doesn't really seem like a big requirement. Like, I mean, you probably come in and you subscribe for 10 minutes, and if you unsubscribe, it's whatever. Honestly. But welcome again. Wouldn't mind killing some time until some more persons actually manage to get in here. We got 2 persons now. Doom. Hold on. As you can see by the title of the stream, we have a few things to talk about tonight. But as per usual, it is the subscriber stream. So, of course, open to anything that you guys want to throw on the table for the most part. What am I forgetting to do? Hold on. Hold on. Being seen. Smallify myself a bit there. Yeah, it can work. Well, I would ask for the persons that are here if like the quality, if you can hear me just fine, quality is alright, no stuttering, no nothing. But if it's a case where you're not commenting, I guess it's a case where you might be fresh people who just hopped on, probably saw it on your home page or something of the sorts. Kill some time. Let's see. Let's see something here. Just want to check out one other thing before moving on. Streams. Stream. Comments and ratings, license. I just feel like I'm forgetting to do something when it comes on to the settings for the stream. He didn't leave. Yo, like I literally got home. It's like 8:11 my time. I got home probably like 2.5 hours ago, so it would have been hectic either way. I'm sorry, man. Honestly, I am really sorry. Gonna have to work on, aligning the hours a bit better so we can actually have that long discussion. I feel like it's been a while since like I've really had a long discussion with you, so we're really overdue for that talk there. Not gonna lie. I'm sorry. Jado. See some more persons trickling in. As per usual, guys, the only thing I usually ask if you're already a subscriber is to share the stream. The aim is to at least get a discussion going when it comes on to, the recent happenings in the anime, manga community and all that jazz and blues. So that's usually the only thing I ask. And of course, if you're fresh and new here, fresher than water, then the only thing I ask is, leave a subscribe, leave a like. Nothing too crazy. So yeah, but as per usual with the subscriber streams, we definitely will be talking about Boruto. Of course, the recent Dragon Ball Super teaser trailer is going to be a topic of discussion. I was going to do like a dedicated video for it, but since the subscriber stream was coming up, I thought I'd give my thoughts, air them out here. And then of course, Black Clover, I believe based on the scantillations, should have started back up in terms of the manga with chapter 301. So I wanted to talk a bit more about my expectations on Asta and his character, or at least his backstory going forward. So among other things, as I said, it's a subscriber stream, so hey. It's kind of just hold on. Alright, let's see. It's kind of have the music just kind of low, but in the background there. So I guess for the other persons that are here, I mean, how is everyone? Oh, no, I'm basically just asking where is Sasuke. Basically, that's what I was saying with the title there, because as you already know, like in a lot of my predictions that I usually do before the chapter drops, I've been saying I'm expecting Sasuke to see him at some point, but I mean, in the universe, it's been over a week since they came back from the fight with Ishiki and Momoshiki, and we still haven't seen Sasuke. So I'm just wondering, where is he? And of course, we'll go more into that as the stream goes on. But it's just interesting that Kishi has decided not to really show him. Nah, man, not out of tracker, not this time around. But who knows? Maybe he's recuperating. Might be recuperating. It's just all around rough on the good old Sasuke, honestly. But there's that. In the meantime, I will say that like the new Dragon Ball Super movie trailer does look interesting. I can see a lot of persons really iffy about it being CGI. Yeah, for real, Koji. Listen. This kind of reminds me of the whole Jogan situation, where for a long time, when I think the manga was in like the 40s coming up, I was expecting to see the Jogan in a lot of cases, and I just stopped trying to predict it. I think that the last video I did dedicated to talking about the Jogan was when I was looking at the preview for the Boroshiki episode, and I talked about some other stuff in that video, including the Jogan. I think it was the last time, but apart from that, I'm just tired of trying to predict when this thing is gonna show up. So it is what it is. But yeah, man, I really want to see Kashin Koji again. Listen, like, it would have been simpler for the Dragon Ball movie if they had just said like Dragon Ball Super and then just call it Hero. It just, I don't know if it's like a Japanese culture thing with this kind of redundant title kind of thing. I mean, the last big thing a lot of Dragon Ball fans would say was like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. So I don't know. I don't know if it's like a culture thing, but it would have been like, it would have just flicked off the, it would have just rolled off the tongue. Dragon Ball Super Hero. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe when it comes on to the English adaptation, maybe they'll change it, but I highly doubt it. So there's that. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised though. Anime only thing? Maybe. Maybe. Because there hasn't really been anything to really link it to the manga, except for how it was portrayed in episode 1 of the anime. So, unless it's gonna be one of those things where, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna reconcile it. I don't know. It's one of those things. But funny enough, I'll say for the persons who will be rewatching this as well, in terms of the new Dragon Ball Super movie, is that I'm actually pretty excited for it, despite the concerns of it potentially being CGI. Reason being is that with the designs that have actually come out, no, I haven't read 1020 yet. You know, funny enough, ever since I started reading Boruto on the manga, the official Manga Plus website and thing, like, I haven't been reading, like, when it comes down to the stuff I'm reading from week to week, I haven't been checking out scantilations like I did when I was in like high school and college and university for some reason. But I feel like I need to go back to that kind of mindset, because even when it comes down to like reviewing Black Clover, I feel like it could probably make things a lot better and easier, because a lot of persons drop their reviews from Friday, and it's like by the time I drop my, it's not like my channel is at the point where, oh, I could drop a review on this 2 months after and I'll still get a decent turnout in terms of reception to the video. I'm still at that level where it kind of feels like I'm racing against time to put out certain reviews or videos, unfortunately, which I actually hate. But so I feel like I need to start doing back scantillation reads for the weekly stuff that I'm doing, so I can put out certain videos a lot sooner. Well, specifically in Black Clover in this case, and actually, you know, get that early dose of One Piece. So there's that. But I did see a thumbnail from Man Like Betty, who I've collabed with. Apparently some sick things going on with Robin, so I'm looking forward to reading that chapter. What I was saying about the Dragon Ball Super movie though is that based on the designs that have been put out so far, with, you know, Pan, Krillin, Piccolo, and, you know, that character that, you know, is yet to be named just yet, I feel like this movie is stepping, it's going to become like the gateway to step to the next, how should I say, the next phase of modern Dragon Ball, which will, I wouldn't want to say step away from Goku and Vegeta, but starting to include the side characters, or the side characters that will be matter in, you know, the foreseeable long term. So like Pan, maybe your Oob, etc, etc, or at least it'll probably be like a nice setup movie for Pan's whole character arc going into the foreseeable future of Dragon Ball. And I like that, because it's going to, it's, as I said, Goku and Vegeta are nice and all, but, you know, having things set up with side characters allows things to become much more dynamic, I feel. So that's my hopes and predictions when it comes on to the upcoming Dragon Ball Super movie. I don't know what you guys think, but that's one thing I'm really looking forward to. It's one thing I'm really looking forward to, fam, honestly. Bam. Let's see here. Still crazy that One Piece is over 1,000 chapters. Random thought, I know. You'd think I'd have made peace with it by now. No pun intended. So there's that. That's the thing I'm saying. You know, I haven't even read Black Clover either. Because I would have usually waited until Sunday to read it. So I definitely need to read Black Clover and One Piece. But then again, I didn't actually give my thoughts on chapter 300, much less, did I? I think as a lot of persons may have been saying before, the chapters have become like really short for some reason. I don't know if Tabata is really like giving it time for some big reveal, but the chapters have become really short. But I'm liking where things are going. Potentially, I am looking forward to getting more on Asta and his backstory, more so beyond his mother, because I feel like there's a lot of like story beats that don't fully connect when it comes on to his mom and how his mom just randomly found Lick's grimoire out of nowhere and then bumped into Libe like a few days after. That just seems too coincidental to me. So there's that. So I think there's going to be some link, some flashback that's going to tie things back to, of course, Megicula. Well, not Megicula specifically, but like the devils they're facing right now, to, you know, make things kind of come full circle. So that's what I think. But it might be a case when they actually go up against Luciferum where like we'll get that. Yeah, the One Piece anime is almost at 1,000 episodes. It's kind of as I was saying in my last live stream, which I think was my Boruto reaction, that I actually plan to just start with the latest episode of One Piece, and because I basically left off in Dressrosa, as you already know, and just kind of watch from there and just kind of catch up on the backlog in my spare time. But I think that might be the the best thing. Honestly, if you're following Tabata's track record when it comes on to killing characters, no, I don't think Veronica's dead. And even if she's dead, I don't think she's going to stay dead. But it might be the right time. This might be the right arc for Tabata to kind of change that track record and keep some characters dead. So there's that. There is that, honestly. Because I don't know, man. It just, like as I said, you guys know I like Black Clover, but it just feels like it's good. It's been on a level. It's been great, but I just feel like it still needs something more. I don't know. But I guess it depends. It depends on when the movie comes out, how persons, you know, how the reception to it. Maybe after that and things probably, hopefully, you know, increase for the reception towards the manga. We'll see how things go for the most part. We'll see how things go. But honestly, depending, to me, as I said, the most crucial thing that I am really interested in is any further developments with Asta, potentially speaking, because I feel, obviously, like if he can start planting the seeds for the potential next arc after this, even though I've kind of thrown out my ideas in the past of what like a next arc could be, I want to see Tabata start planting the seeds for the next arc so we can transition into it, you know, organically, for the most part. Not that the transitions between arcs haven't been like natural before, but you know, I want that transition that really feels like it's taking things to the next level, you know? So, depends. And of course, it depends on Tabata's mindset too, because I have heard, you know, I guess it's secondhand me hearing, but yeah, I've heard him say like, you know, then should make it as long as One Piece, but does it need to be as long as One Piece? Are you still in the mindset of potentially making it as long as One Piece? So, it just depends on all these things at the end of the day. When it comes on to Black Clover, a lot of factors going into it, really and truly. So, yeah. But honestly, that Asta origin story, and of course, Asta's dad tying things back in. Now that would be interesting. So there's that. Unless Lucifero is his dad, that would be wild. Probably too fanficky or too theory, too theory, too much theorizing there. So yeah, but I guess we'll see. Over on the Boruto side of things, though, like, yeah, as the title of the stream says, I am legitimately wondering where is Sasuke, because one, of course, it's been over a week in universe, we haven't seen him, of course. Two, even though we've had these squads that are hunting code across the five great nations, we don't have any mention of Sasuke leading any of these teams, anything of the sorts. So it's like, okay, it's not mentioned there either. I mean, we've heard Amado spoken to him, like he's referenced speaking to Sasuke regarding the whole Boruto situation and if he becomes a threat. But it's like apart from that, nothing. And Kishimoto hasn't shown him otherwise. Now that, as I said, like when I broke down chapter 60, it was a very beautiful chapter in terms of the setup, but I'd like to really know where Sasuke is. Honestly, especially since, as I said, it would be very odd after all that's happened if Sasuke doesn't try to start putting things in place for him to be of use when it comes on to combat. After losing the Renegan and going up against these persons who are like ridiculously powerful. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he can't really use space-time ninjutsu without his Renegan, but I mean, in terms of fighting capability, he's still up there. Should be. I mean, despite how we trash him in the Boruto era, but I mean, he should really and truly still be capable as a fighter. And this is why I'm looking forward to, you know, at least seeing a bit of a training session between him and Naruto, because at least if we're phasing them out, we can still phase them out but still make them be competent of use while still pushing Boruto and Kawaki and Sarada into the spotlight, is what I'm saying. It's kind of like your Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, you know, like your Cell Saga situation where, you know, of course you have these other characters like in the form of Gohan who are coming up pretty fast, catching up to the old generation, but the old generation is still making some improvements. So that's all I'm saying. I just want to see some improvement when it comes on to Naruto and Sasuke that makes sense with everything that's happened already. So, you know, stuff like that. We don't have to make it super like contrived and in our face that, yo, we're definitely pushing them out for the sake of Boruto, and because we're doing it this way, we're not going to make them train or, you know, logically try to find some way to improve their skills or incorporate the use of technology, you know, in line with the theme of Boruto into their moveset or nothing, you know. That's basically what I'm saying. That's basically what, it just wouldn't make sense. But speaking of making sense, we have a new Madara coffin. You know what I mean? The new person in the coffin. Yo, not gonna lie. Who could it be? You know, with Kishimoto back, like, I guess he knows what really works for his audience. Like, the mystery, fam. Like, the mystery. Like, who's in the coffin? Is it another Delta? Is it Kashin Koji body? Is it Sasuke? Yo, okay, I know it's Sasuke, but still, like, it's just one of those things. I'm like, yo, who's in the coffin? I mean, he didn't carry any of his. I mean, he kind of left Delta in the BS. It's not like he carried Delta with him, so. Yeah, and then the way it's been written right now, where you basically say Katasuke knows about this, it's kind of like, is that even true? It's like, it's just super sus, dog. So I don't even know what to believe. Hold on. So I don't know. I don't know what to believe when it comes down to Amado, but I am looking forward to how Kishimoto executes this this new mystery with the new coffin, the new character. It's going to be very interesting to say the least. But I don't know, who do you guys think is in the coffin? Are they, well, the container Android 16? Because it basically would be, if we're really taking from Dragon Ball here, it's basically would be the Android 16 Otade, whole Daemon, Ida, and yeah, you get the you get the comparison for the most part. So it really comes down to that. Hold on. Hold on. So my mouse is giving issues. Wireless. Do. Let's see here. But you know, the better question as well is like even how demons, like I had a theory like come to mind when I was thinking, because I was thinking of doing like a theory video on how demons' abilities work, and like I'm thinking that the fact that he doesn't even have to be aware of somebody like attacking him, the fact that the end result of somebody's killing intent or their attack gets reflected on them, is like they don't even have to necessarily, like I'm theorizing like it's like some weird form of Izanagi, maybe, or the creation of all things jutsu that Haguruma had. Weird, yeah, I know it'd be kind of like a stretch to probably go that way, but I mean, if Amado can make cyborgs this powerful, I mean, it's anybody's guess. And it kind of comes back to even the theory that that For Neverworld had with Amado potentially being from the future, because like the crazy thing is that in terms of scientific ninja weaponry and the advancements in technology, it's safe to say Konoha is the most advanced when it comes on to their stuff, right? And the fact that Amado, I mean, apart from the fact that potentially being introduced to probably different Otsutsuki BS knowledge and all of that, probably that's a factor in him being able to craft these cyborgs as powerful as they are with the abilities that they have. But I mean, being from the future is another possibility. And the fact that Kishimoto is in the driver's seat right now, and he was the one that kind of gave the rough outline for the whole time travel arc in the anime. I'm just saying, it's not impossible for him to kind of tie up loose ends. But then again, it comes down to, is he planning to, I mean, in terms of a production, from a production standpoint, like how are they planning, or are they planning to tie things up between the anime and the manga? So it really comes down to that for the most part. Like I'm telling you, it's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, that's a better question. Like, what would Kawaki be in the future? So it really depends, and it probably might tie into why he says to Sumire that it's a personal thing why he wants Kawaki to really, you know, get back this artificial karma. So it depends. And if it's going to really be like a time travel thing, I would say Kishimoto has to be careful. He really has to be careful because, yeah, time travel can make things unnecessarily complicated in terms of the plot, unless you're going to really go the, you know, the OG Dragon Ball route with the, you know, multiple timelines that don't necessarily affect each other, which would be that nice simple way to actually execute that. But then it becomes the question of why does traveling back in time even matter in the first place if we go that route? So yeah. So it's kind of like one of those things. honestly So I don't even know what to say, but it's apart from just having access to Otsutsuki like knowledge and technology, potentially speaking, the future aspect is the only other thing that makes sense in a world where, you know, we're just really introducing the advancements in technology, and this man probably has, you know, 10-20 years on the recent global technological developments. So that's all I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, that could be a possibility. He didn't leave. I mean, him coming back to lead Kawaki down the right path, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Again, referring back to For Neverworld, maybe Amado is Kawaki from the future, but that would be wild. Too wild. Too wild. So there, there is that. So there's that. But You know, speaking of even the location of like going back to the Sasuke thing, like I mean, what would you really be looking out for when it comes on to like a training session between like Naruto and Sasuke to really still allow themselves to remain like relevant or something? I am expecting them to incorporate more technology in like their movesets thanks to Amato in conjunction with this new cyborg. Um and then I guess the next question would be like how much stronger? Like, do you expect Naruto and Sasuke to get back as strong as they were with the QB and the Rinnegan respectively? Or what? No. Hmm. Well, possibility as well. It's just like I don't know if it's because of the monthly format as well, but it just feels like there's so much unknowns, so much too many things we could speculate on. This video, I want you of killing him post Jigen fight. Yeah, at this point, because I mean, if things go the way that we think they're going to go when it comes on to these characters like Boruto and Kawaki in terms of like power, then like obviously Kawaki is going to be broken to say the least, and Boruto, with his talent and skills plus how strong Fuse Momoshiki was, him developing even further is going to be ridiculous as well. So it's easy to say that yeah, Naruto and Sasuke wouldn't necessarily be in a 100% position to like take out Kawaki. So it just comes down to that. So there's that. Like I mean, any card can play at this point. Honestly, any card can be played, and it's like it feels like we need at least those additional 2 to 3 chapters to really get a bigger idea of like where things are going to go. Because as I said in my chapter 60 breakdown, like Kishimoto's really just laying the groundwork right now, especially on a symbolic level when it comes on to Boruto and Kawaki, and at least giving some shout outs to Naruto's development and everything for the eventual, you know, split, which is beautiful in itself. Is anyone else confused as to why Code still has a karma, but Kawaki doesn't, even though they both came from Jigen? I don't think I'm confused on that. The karma field on him, so it's just raw power, not the actual karma seal. Yeah, it's just his raw power. So yeah, it's not like his physical it's not like it's like how the regular karma has like a DNA extraction thing going for it. There's no DNA in the white karma. So yeah, when I guess when Ishiki or Jigen died, whatever, yeah, it would explain why he doesn't lose the white karma. So yeah, that's what it really comes down to, I'd say as well. Big T, well, go on. Let's see here. Do. But let me see. I mean, it's been a while since we talked about her, but doesn't anyone have any expectations for Himawari, like going into the time skip? And we've been talking about Boruto and Kawaki and Amado and Naruto and Sasuke and Code and Ida and Demon, but I mean, I still think Himawari can and should play a role in this whole conflict going forward in some shape or form. So there's that. I mean, it just seems like she has too much potential to be wasted like that. Ishiki is in control. Because Kwaki's comments appear immediately when Ishiki died. Abi and Konohama get power-ups. Well, I think it's kind of like as I was saying, and Big T here as well. Hidden. I just think this is not like a DNA etched karma. Like it's just raw power. So yeah. Granted, there are a lot of things about karma that we don't know, as Amado says. So as Kishimoto kind of reels out more in terms of how it works, then we can, I guess, well, not retroactively, but in retrospect, in hindsight, come back to these moments and say, okay, fine. So, yeah, comes down to, really comes down to that. Really comes down to that. I'll start this music playing here. Let's kind of turn this off. Let's see. Listen, like Konohamaru and Nami would be good. You know what I like but don't like, guys, is the it's like I like the fact that when it comes on to the anime, when it comes on to these side characters, we'll get moments with them in the anime, but at the same time, it's like it almost feels like a one and done kind of situation. You know, remember like when Kawaki was fighting Garo, and then we had that extra scene of Konohamaru cutting the chakra blast, like, oh shit, Konohamaru's doing something, and then okay, it's back to the usual programming. We need moments with those specific side characters in the manga as well. I would want to use the excuse that since the series is monthly, and then we already have what, Naruto, Sasuke, Boruto, Kawaki, Sarada, Mitsuki, Sumire, Amado, Code, Ida, and all those characters to focus on, that probably we just don't have the time to really like realistically focus on some of these other characters with the time frame that probably Kishimoto and Ikimoto want to finish the series in, and they probably are just depending on the anime. But I think for it to really and genuinely matter when it comes on to pushing characters like Konohamaru and, you know, Hanabi or anybody else, or the new generation in Ashika Cho, they have to get that spotlight in the manga. I have a math here about SASUKE, so pretty much we no amount of made cyborgs are completely broken those truths, and since the SASUKE poses so many animes, it could be one of those. Oh, that's interesting. That's Satsuki God. So do you think it's a case where he's kind of psychologically missing or manipulating everybody to get Boruto and Kawaki into a situation where they become these overpowered perfect Otsutskis for him to eventually consume them so he can get back to his former glory or something like that? Let me know. Let me know. Listen. This is the hashtag Justice Elite, trust me. Bro. I believe it was when, I think it was this year or was it last year, King of Lightning did that Lee sucks video, and dog, like the fact that listen, I like Lee. I have nothing against Lee, but Kishimoto did is it's not a problem that originated with Boruto. The misuse of side characters is something that really began with Kishimoto from part 2, from Shippuden. And it kind of comes down to what I would say to a friend of mine that doesn't like really watch One Piece like that. I was telling him like Naruto in itself, before Boruto became a thing, Naruto didn't have to be done just yet, right? It didn't have to end. I don't know. I know I can acknowledge more than like, nothing more. Being a mangaka is tough, and Kishimoto did what, 15 years, and it might have been a symbolic thing for him. He definitely wanted to end the story on chapter 700, but like the fact remains between all the novels and everything, and like if you, in hindsight, if things were set up better with a lot of the side characters, and if they had like solid arcs that really tied back into the history of the world, because it's not just having arcs for these characters for the sake of just that. I would want it to be a case where it ties back into the history of the world leading back to Kaguya and everything, so it, you know, it kind of gels. If that was the case, I think we could have gotten at least 200 more chapters out of Naruto, if I'm being quite honest. With classical setups, but with so many crafts, it's hard to do it with some of the chapters and pages. As I'm saying, in the case of Boruto now, it feels, that's what I'm saying. I want to use the monthly format as an excuse. And I remember laughing about 2 months ago with chapter 58. Remember that color spread we got with let me see if I can find it. Go back on some of this website. Manga Plus. I think it was chapter 58. Boom boom boom. Hold on. Let me just bring up the chapter I was referring to. I just had to laugh when I saw this first page, or the color page of this chapter. Yeah, it was this, chapter 58. Because I was looking at this and I was saying that this kind of feels like all the relevant characters. It just feels like it's shouting to me. There's no space for any other character, really, apart from these characters that are on this page in the manga. Because with the monthly format and juggling all of this, it feels hard as it is. But at the same time, you see, because I only like genuinely got into Attack on Titan this year and how it really works with the monthly format, I kind of feel like I don't want to use the excuse that it's monthly to really excuse it. But I mean, Kawaki, Boruto, I mean, as it stands right now, even characters like Mitsuki and Sarada, well, more so Mitsuki, are hardly getting any push. And that really sucks, if I'm being quite honest. That really sucks. So it's kind of like one of those things. Kishimoto tired. Kishimoto's like, yo fam, we're just tired of this foolishness. They cancelled Samurai 8. We're done. I'm just coming back for the we just can't, but I'm just gonna just help with Boruto, whatever. I just imagine Kishimoto like reacting like that for some reason. Yes, me. But I don't know. I don't want to make any assumptions. But I mean, yeah, in the grand scheme of things, no, the thing is, him handling the writing and the drawing is one thing, but it depends on how, you know, could Ikemoto handle something bi-weekly in terms of drawing? That's the next thing you have to kind of consider. That's the next thing you have to consider as well. Yeah, I know, bi-weekly. But even then, as I'm saying, could Ikemoto handle it bi-weekly? So there's that. I mean, we know Kishimoto can handle things weekly, but more than likely he doesn't want, after 15 years, he doesn't want to go back to that. Granted, he would just be writing, but then again, could Ikemoto handle drawing bi-weekly? Yeah, I know. I'm not saying nay, you know, but I'm just saying it just comes down to Ikemoto and what they want as well. Yo, Oda is good. Listen to me. Oda has a dream. Oda has the passion, man. So it just depends. It really just depends. Really and truly just depends, honestly. Boom, boom, boom. YouTube. Oh my god. Let's see. Even Tabata does more than Kishi, in my opinion. I mean, no, objectively speaking, right now, you could say that, yeah. Because, yeah, Tabata is drawing and writing, and Kishimoto in this case is just, what, writing and supervising, so... yeah. But it just comes down to what they want, guys. Like, we can complain and bitch and all that thing, but it just depends. What do they want? They have a schedule that works for them, and it's like, I'll work with this, so it's fine. But Again, and I've said this before, I still find it incredibly odd that Kishimoto hasn't come out on an interview to say how he feels about getting back into Boruto. Like, hold on, I have a coworker, well, ex-coworker, who's tuning into this. I don't know if he's still in there. Newsome, I don't know if you're still here this stream, but just cool the dog. Yo, shout out to Newsome if you're still here in the stream, in the chat. Yo, Jadu. But as I was saying, I still find it odd that Kishimoto hasn't really come out on an interview. There's no article to say like how he feels about getting back into Boruto or the Naruto franchise in general. I just find it odd, very odd, if you ask me. I don't know what you guys think. With Alka, well, go on, man. Yeah. I mean, I would be a bit torn up with Samurai 8 going downstream. But then, yeah, I feel like it's kind of partially Kishimoto's fault with the whole Samurai 8 situation. How can they make Mitsuki and Sarada more relevant in the story? To be honest, I think if you watch my if you watch my time skip video, I was kind of talking about how that's going to actually go down, because with the my whole idea is this, right? From the fight with Boro till now, with the whole developments with Karma, with them not necessarily being the biggest help with helping out Boruto specifically with his deteriorating situation, how things are escalating, I think it's going to reach a boiling point, similar to like in part 1 Naruto, where, you know, by the end of, you know, failing to get back Sasuke, everybody was kind of motivated to train and everything. I think it's like building up to something like that, and it's at that boiling point Mitsuki and Sarada will take the initiative to really push things in a drastic way to get to the next level, to make them more relevant in the story and kind of give them their own little mini character arcs. That's the way I'm looking at it. The new Boruto opening, I like it. I still prefer the old one, the previous one, at least the song. But like the visuals, I'm waiting on version 2 for the current opening, but not lie. So but I like it. It's not bad. But yo, V2, when it comes out, when it drops, and you know it's gonna drop, it's going to be sick. It is going to be sick. A small 2-man mission that turns into something bigger. I would be all up for that, but it's like when you say send them on a 2-man mission, I kind of feel like it's just screaming, we're gonna leave it to the anime to do that. But as I said, I feel like for it to like genuinely have that impact that we'd want, even though we were kind of considering the Boruto anime to be the definitive version of this story, I would want to see something like more like that in the manga. Side note, side question. How do you guys feel about later on in the year I do Halo Infinite gameplay? Let me know. Side note. Because I it's tempting to say let's just make another channel, but I just want to keep everything on the same channel. But that's a side question. Let me know. Konohama mission to scout out a Kara hideout where they come into kind of Ida. That would be good as well. That would be good. You know what's funny about all of this as well? Like a lot of the old characters like Kakashi, Tsunade, the previous Kage. Like, where is everybody, dog? Like, you can imagine Kakashi like, the hot springs. You get a call. So, yo, Kakashi Sensei, dog, which way you do my youth? Man say, yo, dog, I'm here chilling. So, yo, we got these new cyborgs. We got Akatsuki 2.0. Kakashi's gonna be like, yo, dog, like, listen. I've realized over the years living in Konoha, just it's not working out. Everything goes down in Konoha, so I'm just going to stay out of the village from now on and just build, just chill. There's not enough insurance policies taken out to for me to deal with all the foolishness that goes on in Konoha. Everything. So man just say, yo, like, dog, I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. And I feel like that's every character I know. That's we're not seeing. Yo. Theories on the new cyborg. I don't know. Like, honestly, I'm kind of binging on, even though we're kind of setting up this big mystery about this new cyborg reveal, like the Madara Coffin 2.0. I kind of feel like it's like a Delta body, or like Kashin Koji, potentially speaking. Whoa, yo, listen to me. The Kashin Koji fight, when it's animated, especially since we're padding things out now based on the next few episode titles, that fight needs to be sick, because we got some hand-to-hand in the manga, but I can see them like expanding on it. I could actually see that fight being like episode like Kawaki versus Garo, like in terms of quality. You can't have the interview they made it seem like Kakashi will be relevant in manga later on. Oh, interesting. But I mean, how long until that? I was for a cure for Naruto's illness. But that's the thing, like, probably in the novels, fine. But there's been no mention of like his illness in the manga or anything. That's the thing. There's no tie-in between the novels, the anime, and manga. I think the greatest thing I want to see when it comes on to the Boruto franchise is a reconciliation, like just find a way to squish everything together. You know what I mean? Granted, I am still theorizing that next year will be the year of the novels. Probably we'll have a scene with Naruto kind of thinking back, like after losing Kurama, probably thinking back on stuff, and we'll get some flashbacks, and it will segue into doing a bunch of the novels next year. He didn't come like you're happy to over Kishimoto tonight. Honestly. I want to give Kakashi this manga shown back, but watch. From Wishan. Kakashi this manga Sharingan back. Listen, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel kind of indifferent towards that. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. Hold on. Let me just kind of bring up some. I want to bring up about the Naruto and Sasuke versus Jigen fight in the meantime. Hold on, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I know it is pretty frustrating because yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty frustrating that Kishu kind of fell short. Honestly. Like, the story could have been much better, but I don't know, what are you gonna do? honestly. Let me see, 204? Where art thou? Oh, here we are. Turn back desktop audio. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Alright, we'll go back here. To kind of even segue back into the. Hold on. To even segue back into the whole Kashin Koji versus the audio for this isn't too loud. When it comes on to the stuff that Amado carried to Konoha with him, Kashin Koji was aware of what it actually was. So it's like probably the whole setup in the Ishiki fight with him, like with Ishiki mocking him about Amado using him, was just Koji putting on the act because he probably knew Amado wasn't necessarily using him and was going to bring him back one way or another. I'm probably having Koji there, because the thing is, no, we still need to have that emotional conflict with, you know, Naruto meeting the clone of Jiraiya. So yeah, we still need that to happen. I still see Daemon's ability reflecting this reflecting this ad. For some reason, I don't know, I'm just theorizing it's some Izanagi creation of all things beast ability that Daemon has mixed with some weird reversal genjutsu. I don't know. It's wild. Do you guys think that once we get to the time skip, the Boruto anime will stop? I know, as I said in my novels video, I was theorizing next year we'll get a bunch of novels because the anime is just too lucrative for TV Tokyo. But I'm just wondering, like, would it make sense to rebrand? Yeah. Naruto and Sasuke going in. Hold on, stop. May I bring it back an old episode there? Hold on. Hold on. Jeez and peace. Because I was scrolling through, like, I was on IG the other day and I forgot the name of the person who made this comment on like a Boruto post. And it clicked to me, and like I was thinking like, yo, this makes a lot of flipping sense. So just to kind of detour from that episode I had there, right? During the Chunin exams, the Momoshiki arc. Hold on, not this episode. I think I had the one before. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, so with Momoshiki, let me know if this makes sense. When Momoshiki is doing all of this foolishness, now redirecting the jutsu with twice, like a 2 times multiplier and all that foolishness, right? Especially the enhanced Teal Beast Bomb. Wouldn't it have made sense for the master of the Rinnegan to, you know, just go perfect Susanoo and channel the Rinnegan's ability to absorb jutsu through the Susanoo to, you know, just absorb the Teal Beast Bomb? Wouldn't that have made more sense? like I saw the person commented, I'm like, shit, that makes total sense. It's just food for thought. Honestly. Total food for thought. But it is what it is. Being the master of the Rinnegan. Boom. That's what you guys are saying. This karma doesn't work. You guys still debating this Gara thing. Code can teleport out as well. Karma works. But it doesn't have that backside Ishiki's resurrection. Just raw power. His karma doesn't work like Hawk. It's just a power booster. I'm still tempted to say that his karma can still absorb, you know, chakra based abilities. I don't see why not. So yeah, I don't see why not. He should still be able to absorb jutsu. So I don't know. Unless I got something twisted there. Yeah. Into how much he can absorb. Well, honestly, they could introduce a number of things, honestly. I would have rather them do that and establish he has a limit than, oh, the master of the Rinnegan who never uses anything than teleportation. and switching places. Glorified Uber, as as one of my friends calls him. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I think we've reached the point in the stream where, as per usual, I'm going to open up the call lines. Let's go. For any of you guys that want to come on and talk instead of just, you know, chatting it out in the chat, of course, as per usual, you guys know the drill. Link is in the description below when it comes on to joining the Discord. Yeah, hold on. Sorry about that. So well, the Battle with Quad is coming up at in some shape or form, so I guess we'll get full confirmation what's what. But I also agree with Big T. I don't see why his karma wouldn't be able to absorb ninjutsu as well. It's not like Amado's made like a statement saying like, yo, his karma can't work like that. He says his karma can still work as a weapon. He just can't really become Ishiki, so yeah. I don't see why not, fam. Let's see here. No. So the call lines are open, quote unquote. And if you guys want to join, it's free reign. I know Hidden Leaf, you're still at work, so it's kind of rough for you right now. But anybody else, free reign. There's only one voice channel on the server, yo. So, yeah. I think I even have it to set to 7 persons being able to be in there, so there's that. Sounds... Oh, you just reached room. Alright, you can touch in on the voice channel after your change off or cool off. I can use flip and jump karma without having screws or voice karma is gone. Because it was a perfect karma. Yeah. I agree with Big T Hidden because at the same time, it would be kind of like saying once Kawaki gets back his artificial karma, as I always call it, he wouldn't be able to absorb stuff, which I don't think would make any sense. I don't see them getting rid of that ability anytime soon. Yeah. Totally get what you mean. Totally get what you mean. In terms that, like, when you reason it like that, the imperfect one goes away. But it's as I said, I feel like it's because the DNA is tied to the artificial one. So, yeah. Because, let me see. Because remember, once Ishiki revives using Jigen's body, Amado theorizes that all other karmas disappear because to get rid of like potential duplicate personalities or duplicates of the Otsutsuki. But if the white karma doesn't really have any ability to generate that duplicate, then yeah, I guess you could say it's a kind of like a loophole to say why not. Why not? I feel like I'm gonna binge some Mushoku Tensei after the stream tonight. All right, guys. Guys, just chill out. Just chill out. At the end of the day, like I agree with Big T he didn't leave, but if anything, once the fight comes around, we can get full confirmation of stuff. So, just guys, just chill. Just chill. Because as well as I would just said, I'm looking at it from the perspective of the whole reason why the Karms disappeared. The amount of theorize this is just yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm reading it. Are you guys not hearing me? It's better to have an imperfect karma for someone who doesn't, for the non-Otsutsuki, but for the Otsutsuki that's giving it, it's better. It just depends on perspective. So yeah. So it really and truly comes down to that. Yeah, if you're a non-Otsutsuki and get a karma, then why not? I get like a Sage at the 6 parts level upgrade in terms of power. I can absorb chakra based attacks and I don't have to get my body taken over. Why not? It's good for the non-Otsutsuki, but it sucks for the Otsutsuki. Yeah, so it really comes down to that. DBS superhero. I want to take a next look, man. The trailer. Do 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 do. Oh shit. That's probably a bit too loud. See me? Undefeated, well, quote unquote, champion of the universe, Son Goku. Listen, I'm still saying they should have just named it Hero. It just seems so redundant. But hey, who am I? There's some random guy in the Western Hemisphere. Yeah, pretty much. No pressure, Big T. No pressure, Big T. Leave it as it is. In terms of Vegeta's new form, so far I like it. I still would want to know what's the full color scheme in terms of the hair. I like the direction they're going in terms of, you know, differentiating between Goku and Vegeta, but I need to see more of it. No pressure. I mean, listen. It kind of comes down to this. If we're wrong, we're just wrong. It's just there's nothing wrong. Like if we end up being wrong, then yeah, we admit it. No pressure. And for me personally, even if I turn out being right, I'm still not. Well, you've been watching me, right? Even if I turn out being right, I'm not gonna gloat in your face either way. So it's really just not that serious. There's no need for an argument or anything. It's just really not that serious. Really not that serious. Alright, seems I should just probably just turn up my keeps and watch you guys fight it out in the in the comments. Jeez of beast. Ah boy. Do you guys know any decent fan-based Naruto games? Like I feel like I have like sat down and ran like a solid game in forever. Granted, as I said, Plan is to probably just do Halo Infinite games, because the plan is to hit a Series X later on in the year. It's Let's adjust this. Ooh. And that's a bit better, yeah. Touchy. Do. Organic. See if there's anything fresh on Organic Dinosaurs page. Do. Alright, let's go here. Alright, so looking at even like these episode titles, right? Which this weekend's episode, The Pariah. And then next week is the week after that, it's Clues of Okara, Tracking. And then the end of August, I know. It's True Identity. And these correspond to chapters 44, 45, and 46. So I have to really wait until the end of August. I'm interested to see how the internet is going to react. Like the broader community that doesn't really take in Boruto like that. Come on, guys. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, sorry. No pressure. So the better question, if you guys are done fighting each other. Yeah, he's on Discord. Well, I was just gonna bring up Discord because I'm still here in the room. If anybody wants to join, so we could like talk it out. Yeah, man, the Discord is open. You guys can free to come on, but no hostility, please. At least make it a professional debate if you guys are gonna debate this. Because I'm not into the unnecessary drama, people. Alright, see to know. The ultimate Discord room. Let me get a snack. I mean, funny enough, I actually haven't had dinner yet. But I did pre-make something. Just a little shake to last me through the night. You know, it's funny because this is green, so it's like you're not seeing anything. Now, who do we have here? Big Baller.
What's up?
I'm here, man. What's poppin'?
Hey, what are we talking about?
This is my monthly subscriber stream, so anything goes really. Anime, manga, anything really. So it's for the subscribers. So yeah, I don't really narrow it down to anything.
Hey, we got another one. Hey.
Yo,
Oh,
what's up? I'm here, man. What's poppin'?
Right, go on. I want to know why, like, you think the imperfect karma isn't any good.
No, I didn't say it wasn't any good. I didn't say
Yeah.
that.
No, no, no. Oh, right. I thought you were the other guy.
No, oh, you're a big T.
Yes.
Hidden Leaf hasn't joined just yet.
Right, but here's what he said, that even though the karma's imperfect, apparently it's not meant to be as good as the perfect. The imperfect is clearly better because you don't have to get resurrected as Ishiki, so it's clearly just one-sided because you don't understand how the karma works.
No, I was saying is that I agree from the perspective of if you were supposed to be one of the vessels and you end up getting a white karma and you're not like a worshiper of the Otsutsuki, then it's a win-win for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Hidden Leaf Shinobi is saying like that the perfect one should be better. But if you're talking about fighting standpoint, clearly the imperfect is better because you don't have to resurrect as a god.
I'm going back through the chat to get exactly, because I know he was saying it doesn't make sense why it
Yeah, I
why it
get
doesn't
why
disappear and all of that.
Yeah, it doesn't disappear because Ishiki's DNA didn't convert into that karma seal. It was just the raw power.
Yeah.
So it's just the power itself, not the actual DNA.
Well, I know you said he just got home, so let's give him some time.
Yeah,
well, how are you guys
yeah.
otherwise though?
Yeah, very good, very good.
Getting through
I'm chilling.
Just chilling.
Yup.
Nothing wrong with that
Actually,
at all.
I just got finished reading Dragon Ball Super, or I reread it over and over again.
Up
Yeah,
to the
I'm
latest
kind of
chapter.
hyped for that new Vegeta form.
Honestly, this monthly schedule is just not it, man. For the amount of content we get in each chapter, it's hard. It's even hard with Boruto because we got some like slice of life stuff for this chapter.
Yeah, the
No,
Kishimoto
it
has
pretty
definitely
much
slowed
has
it down
still a
this
manga.
month.
You said what?
We didn't hear what you said.
No, we didn't hear you.
No, I was just saying, Kishimoto definitely slowed things down for this chapter. Even though I did like what he was setting up for this chapter, though.
Yeah. I think like he has got a cruel schedule, but he could do better.
I mean, even in the, I don't know, because even in the 17 pages Kishimoto was giving us, it was still like a lot more going on than these 40 pages. Like I feel like a lot of this could have been chopped down to 17 pages and it would have been like a regular Naruto chapter.
True,
Yeah.
it's just like they made it longer than it needed to be.
Yeah. I mean, just look at how much time they spent with Code just figuring out what type of power Daimon has. It was kind of like, come on, man. Like, you spent how many pages on that?
They literally spent like 10 pages on Code saying, "Are you not trusting me?" to Ada. Like, what?
Exactly. Like, I mean, it's worse than Dragon Ball Super because they spend like 20 pages with one punch and then 30 reactions.
Yeah, it's just one guy going through 7 different mountains.
No pressure, right? I think I agree in the sense that if you really do the math, like when Kishimoto was giving us like 15 to 17 pages, like say he doesn't take any breaks within that month, we're actually getting like less pages with Boruto on a monthly basis than we get that we got with Naruto on a monthly basis.
Yeah. This monthly thing's just honestly it kind of gets on my nerves because when you think about it, like other animes, they get like way better treatment than Naruto and Dragon Ball. Mm-hmm. Like Dragon Ball when it first came out had horrible production in the beginning, and then Naruto was on this weekly thing where we had 100 episodes of nothing but filler before we actually got manga content. So it's just like, man, we can get like season 1 of My Hero. I don't even like that show, My Hero Academia, and then nice animation, a nice season. You take a break and you come back season 2 with Naruto and Boruto and Dragon Ball. Just put it out there. We don't care about quality.
I think it's just. It's alright. Go ahead.
Oh, I said or continuity, but yeah, go ahead.
No, what I was gonna say, I think it's really comes down to the fact that these franchises have become so lucrative, and it's no longer just in the hands of, say, Kishimoto or Toriyama, respectively, anymore either. That the whole balance of like quantity versus quality has kind of tipped. So I think it's unfortunately it really comes down to that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I think COVID just got them to like just want more money than actually show talent. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, we saw what happened with Dragon Ball Super Broly. Like that movie was great. I had a friend come over and watch it, and then she was stuck. She hated Frieza, which is perfect because you're supposed to hate Frieza.
Oh shit. Yeah, sorry about that. Go ahead. Just knocked over
some
stuff.
That was it. It was just, when you put quality into something,
it really shows. It really does show.
Yeah, it really shows, and it makes people actually want to watch it.
Oh, Hidden Leaf. Welcome, man.
No, pretty much the start of Boruto was just everyone hating it because of fillers. Now that it's actually gone to the manga, look, everyone's starting to like it again. Like the rating went from like 3.1 stars to like 4.1. It's going up and up.
You talking about Boruto?
Yeah.
Man, that manga content, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the only thing I think is lacking is probably like the characters kind of look very stiff. I mean, I don't know if it was just me, but when Kuruma died, I felt like that didn't linger long enough. Like Naruto was over at like 2.3 seconds.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a case where you have to depend on the anime to get that emotional, because I didn't really feel emotional about it either. So it's gonna really come down to the anime. Hidden Leaf.
Yeah, maybe the anime does it better.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else remembers this, but the Mitsuki comment where Sarada was gonna go on a mission, and then he said, "If you don't go, then I won't go," and then she's gonna be all alone. I think they did that better in the manga because they tied it in with the previous arc, and he was like, I would say that, but now I'm my own individual, which I like. The Mitsuki's better in the anime. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, definitely agree.
Yeah, because more character development, like it's better for like the characters to get built up other than just like get thrown into random arcs just to do.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little weird that Mitsuki is still doing this whole "I'll follow you anywhere, Boruto," like it's just a little weird to me.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. I'm not
like there was an entire arc about him becoming a normal person, and he's still not a normal person.
Oh, in the anime, they kind of deviate from the manga in that sense. But yeah, the manga, he's still like, I'm watching you all the time.
And then even in the Boro fight, when this guy's like, "I'll protect you, Boruto."
yeah, that's what I'm gonna talk about.
And what's funny is I think they're sabotaging Sarada's character in the anime, and then they're picking up Mitsuki's. Yeah, I remember in the anime, Sarada was kind of like less of a leader. She was like, "Well, they're always saving me, and I have to do this and blah blah." But then they gave her only 2 Tomoe, and then in the manga, she was like, "I'm the leader, I'm the captain. This is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna do it, and let's go."
True.
I might be remembering this wrong.
Like is that?
Didn't Sasuke on the bridge when Naruto was about to get killed by Haku? Didn't Sasuke unlock all 3 Tomoe like right then and there?
No,
it was 2.
It was 2 in one eye and then 1 in the next eye, if memory serves right, but definitely not a 3.
Yeah, I can definitely not. This would have been a whole different thing.
I mean, honestly, I can see that then. Sarada only having 2. She's done a lot less than Sasuke at that point.
Yeah,
true. But the thing is, in the manga they gave her 3, so I'm guessing they saved the 3 in the anime for like an anime only arc. But guessing by the episodes, I don't think it's happening that early.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest,
I think that. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. As you were saying, Big Baller, my only problem, like looking back on the anime fight with Bor, is that whole lines with Sarada saying like, you know, they're always saving me, and I'm like, what is she talking about?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I had the same reaction. Like, when have they ever saved Sarada?
Like,
I mean, in the anime, I think they always do because they don't want her fighting at all. But
no,
in the
man.
manga, she took down that Mujina bandit thief like in one kick.
Oh yeah.
So it was like
true.
what?
No, but the thing is, she's the one that usually like sacrifices herself. Like when she got Tomo in the anime, she
Yeah.
had to block an attack from that was getting thrown at Boruto.
Yeah, exactly. So it just kind of adds more questions to you, like, what is she talking about? They're always saving me. It's kind of like somebody who had like I don't know, something for soccer was kind of projecting onto Sarada when they were writing that episode or something.
Yeah, most definitely.
I think they're trying to do what they done to Sakura, because in the anime, everyone who watched the anime only hated Sakura, but in the manga, she was actually like pretty useful, like a pretty balanced character instead of like one-sided and just wanted to hit Naruto every time she just fucking saw him do anything.
It is weird to me that Kishimoto, I know he said this before, but he said he's bad at writing romance, but it seems like he's pretty good at writing emotional chapters and stuff like that. So I don't know how you could fumble with like Sakura. Like she could have been way better. She could have had a way stronger connection with Sasuke. I mean, even the Hinata movie, the Naruto Hinata movie was kind of
Listen, I was watching Rogers his recent Naruto watch through whatever, and I remember leaving the comment last week on his PN video where, you know, Hinata was saying, I love you, Naruto. And I said something along the lines of, yeah, I get what you're saying, Hinata, but give me 200 plus chapters and a movie with a contrived genjutsu bullshit to even acknowledge what you just said.
Didn't play stupid like, oh, I thought you meant love as in like ramen. Like, come on, man, that is too ridiculous.
Stupid. Like, honestly, I know Kishi said he sucks at doing romance, but come on, man. Like, the way he handled.
I mean, coming from Naruto,
because he wrote Kushina and Minato, and he wrote Naruto and Sasuke.
No.
So that's a bold-faced lie. He just didn't want to get backlash from the Naruto fans. That's all.
Think about it though. Every time he writes a love story, both of the characters die.
Hey, it's a small sacrifice.
Like it can't just be a normal love story. Like they have to die in some gruesome way, and then like their child gets left behind. It's so weird
for the rest of their life.
I feel like Kishimoto probably had a weird childhood.
Hey man. Or maybe it's because it's like shonen, so you kind of want to. If there is gonna be romance, you gotta get it right there. No more. That's it. It's gone. But even then, it kind of ruins the characters because Hinata's a housewife now. Y'all forget she's the strongest. Like Hugo, I'm pretty sure.
Like I to me, my biggest problem is just the build-up. Like in the whole Sakura and Sasuke case. Personally, I wasn't really one of those big shipping war persons, but I don't like I just don't like how it was executed in terms of Sakura getting back with Sasuke. Yeah. After like him trying to kill him for so long.
No, but in the anime, they always liked him.
I mean, I saw a thread and it seemed like Kishimoto was very intentional about it, and it was just very subtle in the manga. Like there was times where Sasuke was obviously like super close to Sakura, but it was just he didn't really pursue it as much as he should have. You know? Yeah. I mean, Sarada, I like Sarada, so I mean, I guess it's kind of worth it. But I wish it was.
You sound like one of my friends who.
Stupid.
Wait, say that again.
What?
In the anime, Sarada's just stupid. She literally was in one of the episodes. She asked if her dad had the Mangekyo Sharingan.
Yo, everybody, I see persons memeing and always saying that in comment sections. Like, you know those comments that say like never Don't let this distract you from the fact that Sarada asked if Sasuke had a Sharingan.
Bro, she literally wears
It's
glasses
what
with the
happened?
Sharingan.
What happened to the Uchiha tablet? Isn't this supposed to be like well-known stuff for young Uchihas?
You'd
Well, I'm
think
pretty
so,
sure they
but
got rid of it because that was just to revive Kaguya, right?
I mean, kinda, but it still had
'Cause I
pertinent
think the-
information. You know what I mean?
I think the black Zetsu said that he made that tablet so it would lead to the revival of.
yeah,
No,
he rewrote some
Modified it.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, there's still pertinent information in there. You know what I mean? Like, why?
Sometimes
Why would you not just rewrite like a new Uchiha tablet without all the bullshit?
Because the master of the Rinnegan is apparently, incompetent to, do anything.
Yeah, that would take way too much chakra.
Sarada acts like she doesn't have her Sharingan sometimes. Like that's what gets me.
It's ridiculous, man.
What I don't get is why she acts like she doesn't have super strength that can literally obliterate somebody with one punch.
And super intelligence. She's like, I'm pretty sure, well, in the manga at least, she's like the smarter one. Actually, they're all really smart.
Yeah, they're
I'm not
really
gonna-
all pretty good.
Yeah, honestly, I was watching some Boruto action, and I was like, this is like watching Minato as a ninja when he was a kid. Like the super genius that everybody said he was.
Yeah.
Yo, the Boruto and Kawaki fight in the manga where they were arguing about what to do about the training, that was one of Boruto's best moments for me. That looked awesome.
Yo,
I like how they ended it with Boruto like bringing him to reality, and he's like, "Hey, I know what you're thinking. We have to work as a team." I like that. That was solid.
yeah, man,
The
definitely.
thing is, even though they're doing all these trainings, right, but in the time skip, I just don't see Boruto and Kawaki like surpassing Naruto like Barry in form, even Sage of Six Paths form, like and anything like that. No, just see
Honestly,
them,
I don't really care for them to do that.
No, the thing is, they obviously need to get stronger, right? But I just don't see them like surpassing like a really high chakra level or really high endurance level, like.
Like we're taking.
Well, they're becoming Otsutsuki, like they're becoming Otsutsuki through that karma. So we have no idea what their maybe they have same biology. They're saying every time they lose a battle, they get infinitely stronger. Maybe that.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, Naruto can fight like 6 Kageyas, get damaged, and keep fighting again. And if Boruto was to do that, he could fight like 1 Kaguya, get damaged, and then he'll take time to heal, because his karma heal's not as good as a Jinchuriki heal. And Naruto's a perfect Jinchuriki, so it's kind of hard to say if he's going to get stronger in power-wise and all that, but I'm saying he might get stronger within like his jutsus, his dojutsu, maybe taijutsu with his, maybe better than Sasuke with his sword. But I'm saying he's going to be on par with Sasuke, but maybe not something like a Baryon mode Naruto or like Ishiki at like revival status and stuff like that. I just don't see them like going that high with everything they get in the time skip. Well, that's what we've seen anyway. We don't know if he gets Sage mode or anything.
All right. So what I'll say is that but all right, before you just hold that thought, Hidden. If the series ends up being around the same length, even if it's a bit longer than what was initially planned, if it's around that length that they planned, the 28 volumes, then I'd say 35 volumes. Just for argument's sake.
They always set a time limit.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, it's
but
like three volumes later.
Yeah, I know, right?
Naruto supposed to end in like 20?
I mean, One Piece was supposed to end in 5 years, so here we are. But anyway, I could at least see them being on like the same tier, because my thing was this. I know like for the longest time, a lot of persons weren't really vibing with the idea of Boruto potentially surpassing Naruto, or it just didn't seem realistic. But what I'm saying is that if through his karma, if he already is going to be on like just raw power on the tier of like say Fuse Momoshiki, and then he still has the potential to grow, he's still gonna be like a teenager growing up, like say in the next 10 years, if the story goes that far, like they flash forward into the future, I do expect him to be at least on the same level as Baryon mode Naruto. If they're really gonna scale up.
Oh, my bad. Do you guys think that Boruto could possibly reach Hashirama level?
Like without
Yeah,
karma?
He's beyond Hashirama level at Borushiki. He slaps
Yeah.
Hashirama.
You said what?
When he's in Borushiki, he can beat probably Kaguya, but that's
No,
debatable.
I mean like just like
I don't think I'd go that far.
without the karma.
No, but the thing is, Momoshiki's scales higher than Kaguya. But the thing is about scaling Momoshiki with Kaguya is Kaguya has way more better abilities compared to Momoshiki. He was using really good taijutsu against Naruto and Sasuke at their prime. But also it's hard to scale because Naruto and Sasuke were both 50%. They're already weakened, so it's hard to scale the Neo Otsutsuki's, unlike Ishiki, who completely destroyed them, but it's hard to scale.
I feel like
Yeah.
Momoshiki was like a royal family Otsutsuki, because it seemed to me that he didn't he's not like Ishiki, where Ishiki relied on his own power and he had his own techniques that he had developed and spent a lot of time working with, thinking about how he was going to fight people, you know, and Momoshiki just kind of barged in, absorbed Kenshiki, and then started fighting everybody, throwing hands. Like, he didn't do anything special.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And it
Yeah,
feels like
Yeah,
it's
alright.
almost like a case of like Hinata and Neji. Like, that's how I look at it. Like, Momoshiki would be Hinata in that situation.
yeah.
He's just spoiled.
I don't think
Okay.
I ever saw it. What techniques did? Oh yeah. Ishiki had the shrinking ability, but that was about it, right?
Nah,
Yeah,
he
but
had the
that's
shrinking. He
bring from
had
other dimensions thing.
yeah, the Daikokuten, yeah, the bring from other dimension as well. Yeah. And then physically he was ridiculously OP. But hold on 1 second, guys, because can't forget about the chat over back on YouTube. We're still streaming. Alright, so we have Akila Anthony Henry, regular subscriber here, like returning subscriber. So he's asking, quick question. Since Ida's ability doesn't affect Otsutsuki, does that mean her ability would not work on Jinchuriki's? You could probably do like some mental gymnastics to say how that could be the case, but I doubt it. No, I think he's referring to her her ability to charm persons.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the 10 tails, like some Otsutsuki stuff, which has been split.
Yeah.
Into 9 tails.
That's what I'm saying. You could use some logic and some mental gymnastics to make an argument for it.
It's kind of hard to say though, because Naruto and Sasuke both have chakra from the Sage of Six Paths, but they don't have the DNA of
Yeah,
the Otsutsuki.
yeah,
They're just
exactly.
reincarnated.
Unless you want to consider the 0.0000001% Otsutsuki DNA that they potentially have.
No, they do have it, but it's just it won't count.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we feel. We Crunchyroll couldn't nothing realize. What go on? People coming into the stream, man. I look forward to the day when we have like 1,000 persons in here.
Why does it seem like, to me, it seems like not every Otsutsuki has the ability to transfer a karma mark? Because Hagoromo, Hamura, Tonari, and Urashiki were all Otsutsukis that didn't transfer a karma mark at any point to anybody.
There's 3 ways to answer this.
Hagoromo, like they're half, aren't they? Like half breeds.
Yeah, they're half.
And they
That's
don't
what I'm
know much
saying.
about. They don't know much
But they're
about
still
Kaguya's
Otsutsuki.
Right, I'll tell you.
Yeah, but they don't know about it though.
I'll tell you why Hagoromo and Hamura can't do it because obviously they're half. It won't work because they're not full Otsutsuki. And Kaguya was sealed, so she couldn't even do it. She would have had to been either killed by both of them, or
And then
by
they also
one
have to be a good vessel too.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
you don't have to be killed to transfer the karma mark. You can transfer it whenever you want.
You can, but you have to be in contact with them. She couldn't even touch them because she got sealed clearly, and that's why Kaguya
They had to
didn't do
touch
it.
her to seal there, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But the thing is,
they
the seal was already done by Hagoromo, so she couldn't move.
I think the big thing what Hidden, why Hidden's kind of pushing it is because since she was still able to kind of create Black Zetsu in the moment, so it's like,
That's what I'm saying.
But-
Like she had plenty of time to do all this other stuff.
But I think the big answer is just that the karma just wasn't really thought of yet. So that might be the easy
But-
answer. So they might explain
you guys
something in
reckon?
hindsight.
I don't know. I think that because I'm pretty sure it seemed like Maru was gonna be the ending villain, and then they kind of
should have
wanted
been.
to do a Boruto thing, so he came up with the whole Kaguya, and he did say that right after he finished Naruto, he was
Bullshit.
right into writing the script for the movie. So maybe, but Kaguya had no reason to put a karma.
Wait, what movie? The last or Boruto the movie?
Boruto the movie.
Wait, do you guys reckon because Kage is like a lower like ranking of SASUKE, she didn't know about like placing karma seals?
That is a
That's what I'm
possibility
thinking,
too.
like,
Maybe it's not something every Otsutsuki can do. That's what maybe the Sage of Six Paths and Hamura have the ability to do it. They just don't know how. That's what I'm saying. It seems like maybe not everyone can do it. Maybe it's something you have to learn.
But the thing
I
is,
think
right,
that's kind of a reach
Hagoromo-
though, because I mean, at least in Hagoromo and Hamura's case, they would know because they didn't even know like what Kaguya was really. They were kind of in the dark about it, but with Kaguya, she was preparing against them for years, so if she would have to have known about it.
Yeah, maybe,
Mm.
but she's like a lower rank. So
I don't
she
know.
might
They
have
said
known
she was a princess.
Yeah, but
Well, princess according to
one-
the humans.
Yeah, that's the
That's true.
difference. But on the topic of karma placing, if we're talking about manga, Yoshiki doesn't even exist. So
Listen, Urashiki is the biggest waste man of all time. I don't care what anybody
Power
has to say.
the power scaling on that arc was so messed up. Like Jirai is like part of Yoshiki. Like what? Jirai got clapped by 6 paths of pain.
Listen,
The arc
from
was horrible, man.
from Urashiki lost to One Tails, Naruto, and Boruto, like, listen, I had high expectations for Urashiki in the anime, but jeez.
I didn't at all.
Dude,
As soon as I saw
what
his
gets me
design
is
and
he
his
lost.
weapon was a hook, I was like, yeah, nah.
Dude, he lost. That hook was dope, no lie. He can literally pull people's chakra out with that, and there's nothing they could do to stop it. That was dope. But
That was garbage.
But he didn't
That
use.
was
dope.
good.
Oh,
I think the garbage
but,
part is that he didn't really use the chakra for anything special. Like,
Exactly, and then it
yeah,
was kind of like
and
a
he
hack
stole
ability.
Mitsuki's Sage mode and was like, "Oh, this will come in handy," and then did nothing with it.
Yeah, I mean, and he used the hook to take people's chakra, but it seemed like a convenient thing. Like, oh, I'm gonna take your chakra just so we can continue this going, but I'm not gonna actually do anything with it. Like, and Sasuke
Garbage.
took like 8 years just to get his chakra. I wonder if he still has his chakra back at this point. That's probably why he got his eye taken out.
Yo, jeez.
No,
Listen.
that was revenge from Momoshiki because he took Momoshiki's eye out.
It's ridiculous, dog. Ridiculous.
But the thing is, that
My
I
headcanon-
can't even blame Sasuke.
My
Because-
headcanon for the whole
sorry.
Kaguya situation is that, like they say, they refer to her as a princess on Earth, but I feel like maybe. So, like I was saying earlier about Momoshiki being a prince, I feel like maybe Kaguya was like an arranged marriage with Momoshiki, and that's what caused her to leave and come to Earth and take on the role of like a princess in a random kingdom.
No,
Mm.
because in the manga, Amado mentioned that Kaguya came with Ishiki to get a divine tree from her. So,
Some
I want to
reason.
see the fight between Ishiki and Kaguya, man. He had
yeah,
half his
when
torso
But I-
ripped off. I gotta see that.
That would be sick, but I don't think they would put it as like a fight. It's supposed to be like a sneak attack, isn't it?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably just a flashback, which will last like 3 seconds, and then it's just probably
Oh,
some,
boy.
and then
Well,
we'll
I
see
would
like
love to. I
drinking.
would love to see the move that took him out like that. Whatever move she did, even if it's 2 seconds, I would love to see what she did to rip him in half.
We probably won't even see that, to be honest.
They'll probably
Yeah,
flash
Jimmy
some
Baldwin
light on
is-
screen and then boom, he's split in half.
Yeah, exactly.
Stupid.
They need to. Honestly, I think they still have a chance to where they can pursue Kaguya's past And then I think that's gonna start redeeming the end of the series a little bit, except for the Madara fans. But you know,
Yeah. I'm glad you know. I am glad you
yeah,
know.
yeah, they're not gonna take it at all. They wanted to see Madara win. Honestly, I think they wanted Madara to win. They didn't even want Naruto and Sasuke to win.
Listen, I'm a
The thing
Madara
is,
fan.
Madara probably would have won that fight. Black Zetsu didn't just stab him, so because Kaguya was.
Oh yeah, he
wasting
was
right
about to
now.
clap him for sure.
Yeah, it was over for them. But the thing is, Kaguya was just wasting huge amounts of chakra and transporting them into different dimensions, which is complete waste.
What
Was it
gets me
true
though
that-
is like she fought Hagoromo and Hamura together, who were obviously stronger than Naruto and Sasuke at that point, and they fought for days. Like why?
They fought for 6 months, but the thing is, Hagoromo was
Yeah,
at his peak
I don't know.
when he became the 10 tails Jinchuriki, which then he split up into 9 tails, and then Hamura.
Here's
took
my thing with that. How does anybody fight for 6 months straight? Like that doesn't make any sense.
They were too weak to even touch her.
I mean, it's not like they were like probably consistent like every second fighting, but they probably like were fighting, had to take a break, then come back and like days.
Yeah, but
like,
like,
day
how do
break.
you do that? Do you just be like, all right, well, I'm real tired. Neither one of us have won yet. Can we take a break?
I mean,
like,
it's probably
let-
like, you know, when you like hide out, you try to do something, and then they kind of have the upper hand, and you go hide, so you can catch them back off guard, and you can recover a little bit. It's probably
I guess the best way to think about it would be like
Katakuri just
like-
runs for 11 hours.
basically.
Yeah, basically,
Basically that. I don't know. I know I did like 2 videos on this already, but I mean, like if the end of Naruto was rewritten and like they had that big fight with Madara, but Madara realizes that, you know, it's all an Otsutsuki plot to revive Kaguya. Basically, what I'm asking, how do you think Madara would be like? What would things be like if he was in the Boruto era?
honestly, I think they could have. They honestly didn't need. Well, he didn't honestly need to kill off Madara like that. Like, I don't know why he couldn't just have them defeat Madara and then have Kaguya come and get revived or something like that.
Or if he was gonna kill Madara, maybe have Madara get absorbed by Kaguya and then like somehow I don't know, manifest again, like with the
or like
Orochimaru and the curse seal.
Or that stone tablet, like he could have easily just said, "Here's the sign to put it in action," and it actually is just reviving Kaguya or something. I don't know. But I think they should have just had Madara get defeated by the hands of Naruto and Sasuke, and then let Kaguya somehow come in. That would have been way.
But the way they built the fight up to that point, Madara would.
Wait, what'd you say?
Wait, yeah, you're getting a bit low.
Oh, sorry. I'm saying that the way they built that bit up to the fight where Madara is facing off with Sasuke and Naruto before he gets stabbed in the back. Naruto and Sasuke would have lost that fight instantly when it started, but it's good that Black Zetsu actually stabbed him in the back.
I will partially disagree because the thing is, at the end of the day, one, they don't necessarily have to outright beat him. They just need to still seal him as well with the seals. So that's the thing. Because the thing is, why I was really disappointed with them taking Madara out at that point is because when it comes down to like fight choreography, I don't know if it's because Kishimoto was rushing towards ending on chapter 700, but in terms of fight choreography, once Madara became the 10 Tails Jinchuriki, his fight choreography was kind of boring if you ask me. So it's like I was looking forward to in that volume, that chapter 680 to 690, to get Madara really going all out and thing. But at the same time, yes, I would agree that Madara would have the edge over them, to say the least. But they don't necessarily have to beat him. Just get him to a situation where they can both touch him with the seal. And he could have still kind of set things up where he was just left with the Geto Mazo. So that's the way I see it, at least.
You guys see what Anthony Henry's saying in the chat?
Madara was too stubborn. He had to die. Madara died in the
He
best way.
said they ain't
Naruto
stealing
gave it up.
Madara. They ain't stealing Madara. We got a Madara fan in chat, y'all.
Listen, I'm a Madara fan too, but I'm saying they're stealing Madara. Or at least they're ripping out the teal beasts and leaving with the Gedo Mazo.
He literally broke out of the reanimation. Like, how? What are you gonna seal him with? I mean, you could maybe Reaper Death seal him, but that's about it.
Yeah,
Nah,
but I don't think anyone even knew how to perform that except Minato and Orochimaru.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Naruto can literally talk to his dad through some kind of weird chakra connection, even
no,
though he's
actually,
dead.
No, they what do you call it? His parents were his dad was still reanimated, so he couldn't get trapped in the Infinite Tsukiyomi. But I don't know where they were at that point, but I don't remember. But Hiruzen and Minato were the only people who could do Reaper Death Seal, and even if they were to get close to Ten Tails Madara, they would have been killed because he had Truth Seeker Ops, which pretty much destroys reanimations easily.
And that
So-
Yeah, but,
probably would get away too.
They could have just as easily taught it to Sasuke. Sasuke can memorize the signs instantly with this Sharingan.
No, but I'm talking. I'm talking about the
They
same
didn't
seal
have
they used to
enough
seal
time.
Kaguya. They'd still have that on hand. That's the seal I'm referring to. That is.
Oh right.
Yeah. And if it's a case,
Planetary devastation. Right?
yeah, if it's a case where they definitely want to keep Madara, similar to how it seemed to work with Kaguya by extracting the tail beast and leaving the Gedo Mazo left, the seal could have ripped out all the tail beasts and left Madara with the Gedo Mazo in the end, and then we could have gotten my wish. Well, not really my wish. My what if scenario of having him in the Boruto series.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they developed Madara as like a really evil character, since he got reanimated, and then they developed him really well as a villain. I think he's the best like developed villain they've ever had, because
hmm
clearly in Boruto they haven't developed anything.
I feel like Kishimoto is really. I know I've been saying this all night in the chat, but I feel like he's really lazy, and it causes inconsistencies. Because, like, I still wonder all the time about whenever Naruto replaced Kakashi's eye.
hmm
Why
No,
can he
yeah.
not still do that? He still has the
Yeah.
six pass chakra mode. Why can't he still do that?
Well,
Like-
I
Like whenever Kawaki got his arm blown off, Naruto should have been like, "Oh, you need an arm? Got you."
Jesus
well, I think
palms.
the thing is, it's not just Kishimoto's lazy because he was on a really tight deadline and schedule. So
Yeah.
you gotta kind of,
Oh,
blame
he
that
wasn't
too.
lazy at the time, but he was like getting
Well, I'm
lazy.
saying it's probably both.
He's
like
lazy
a-
now
for
for
both.
sure. I stand on that all day.
I just as much as Akira Toriyama too.
Toriyama's a whole different kettle of fish.
Yeah, but he was like, now I'm pretty sure he just gives people a piece of post paper, and then he's like, all right, make a whole story. I don't care if
I
it's
feel like that's
consistent
what
or
they
not.
did with this movie.
Yeah,
I guess we'll see. I mean,
I don't know what this. Every other movie that they've made recently has been about something. You know what I mean? It was Resurrection F with Frieza, and then Broly, and then there was another one. What was the other one?
we're getting one. Oh, well, next year.
Yeah, but there was one around the time of Resurrection
Beerus.
F. Too.
Yeah, Battle
the
of Gods,
Battle
yeah,
of the
Resurrection F.
Gods. Yeah,
Battle of the Gods.
it all like had a description kind of in the name. I mean, with Broly, it was literally right there. It's like the movie's about Broly. And
Yeah, I personally enjoyed Battle of the Gods though.
I like
enjoyed
Battle
all
of.
of I just didn't
Yeah, I
like
liked all the
Resurrection
movies.
F because they made Frieza way. They should have gave him way more time to get stronger. Because 4 months to get on God level, that was way too unsatisfying. That is
Listen.
ridiculous. That is
Listen.
even laziness. That is like just brain rot right there. That is
Listen.
crazy to me.
If we were to really break down, not even Resurrection F, but if we were to even just dive into Super and dissect all the foolishness that happens, God, I think we'll be here all night.
That is.
No,
We're still talking about the same Frieza. We're talking about the same Frieza that was the strongest person in the universe at the time he was alive. Whenever King Cold was still like, you know, in his prime and stuff, like somebody had to come from the future to beat Frieza. Like,
Well, he said that Goku did defeat him. It's just that he didn't know that Goku would be able to get here soon enough, so he messed up time. So Goku
True.
was able to
mean,
defeat him.
Timeline really messed up.
I don't think you defeated him if he's still alive. You know what I mean? Like, cause he's still alive, and I mean, you might have defeated him for that one battle, but you definitely didn't. Like, it's not done
like,
forever.
When Trunks came back, he said he learned that Goku had instant transmission, and he was like, "Oh, if I would have known that, I wouldn't have killed
Goku
Frieza,
would have.
He would have just done it."
So more than like in Trunks' timeline, Goku more than like did that and came back and just killed Frieza, and it was over with.
Yeah, in Trunks' future, yeah.
Hold that thought, guys. Anthony is saying in the chat. Remember, he had followers even after his death. He would be too much of a nuisance. Yeah, I have been listening to Naruto explain, talking about like the followers of Madara in the Boruto and the novels. You know, content we would have loved to see in the anime, but you know, I digress. But yeah, that would be an interesting setup. Like if I don't want to see a reformed Madara, but a Madara that's on a new character arc in Boruto. How he would deal with the persons who still subscribe to his old ideology. That'd be interesting. But anyway.
Yeah, I think.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say I think I 100% agree with you that all the stuff that Naruto explained talks about with the like novels, the light novels and stuff. I'm like, out of all that Chocho filler butterfly, we could have been watching Sasuke train all three of the Team 7, but you guys gave us Chocho butterfly mode. Come on.
Listen,
and your
bro.
Urashiki. What is it? Urashiki.
Am I the
Eagle
only
mode,
one that likes
whatever?
Chocho?
I don't have a problem with her.
Am I the only one that likes Chocho, really?
I like her in the manga. She's cool. But it's just they don't really know how to handle female characters. It's always, oh, boys. Boys.
True. They built Sumire up so well just to ruin her when Kawaki came in.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
I saw this video about women failed in Naruto, and he said specifically like Naruto has a habit of making strong women healers. Sumire was a prime example of that too, and it seems like Sarada's going down that course too.
Yeah, that's what I don't like seeing though. Like they have so much potential, but it goes to waste, and they become housewives and.
I think
the one person I wish would have been canon, like you're talking about strong women, Gurren.
That's the crystal style user. Yeah.
Was OP. That was amazing. She held a tailed beast within her little crystal thing for like a solid couple of minutes. Nobody else there was capable of anything even close to that.
Oh yeah, I skipped the filler.
I didn't.
Filler I liked was the power one. That was the only one I watched too.
I mean, I didn't skip the filler because at the time I was literally watching the episodes as they came out week to week. So, but I watched
the entire series like 10 times.
I watched the filler, I haven't like revisited it. So yeah, but that would be interesting to have her there. But I think the problem with Kishi when it comes on to the female characters, honestly, it's just a lack of creativity when it comes on to their abilities, really.
For sure.
Yeah, because like
I don't know, dude. There was one. You remember Pakura from the Sand Village? She was the Scorch style.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
that was one of my favorites.
Sorry about that.
I just think they ruin it with like they make them weaker, or they die, or they become housewives, or like they start simping over boys. Like they ruin it with stuff like that.
I mean, they could still have. There just needs to be a balance. That's what it comes down to for me. There just needs to be a balance, and you just need to up the creativity when it comes down to their abilities. Because like looking back at it now, it would have been nice. For example, Sakura, like yeah, she could heal. She's super strong. She has a Byakugo seal, but let's mix up the creativity. Give her like an elemental style to throw in there with her her moveset or something, just to give her the edge. Come on, like something.
Yeah, I mean, they could give her a fire style since she's with Sasuke and he is a Uchiha after all. So,
yeah, true.
but the thing is, like characters like Sakura and Hinata, they're really strong characters, but they don't like really get to show their power in manga or anime. For example, Hinata's really strong, so Sakura can probably take on all of Shippuden, maybe not like Ten Tails,
Yeah, no, but
Gibito, but she's strong enough to take on the full Akatsuki because she won't.
I don't know. Adult Sakura could probably hold her own with Ten Tails Madara for like a good few minutes at least. Because
no,
especially with the 100 healings, like.
Yeah, I'm talking about beating them. Hinata's really strong in the novels.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely not beating them.
Just to kind of cut you there. I'm thinking like the power up she got from Hamura, is that even still a factor?
Wait, I didn't hear you.
No, I was wondering if do you guys think that, well, even though I doubt it, but the power up she got from Hamura, do you think it's still even a factor?
Yeah, that's pretty much like a power boost now.
Yeah, but it's like
maybe?
It can't come. I say maybe because it kind of comes down to the whole show don't tell kind of thing. Yeah, we see her at the power, but it's like since then, like what?
I don't know. I mean,
it's a weird situation.
It's kind of the same thing with Naruto. Nobody thought that he would be able to use the 6 paths after he lost the seal, but
yeah, it's because a lot of the
apparently.
It's because a lot of the things. Yeah, a lot of the stuff I believe regarding the whole 6 paths upgrades. Some of the stuff are a bit ambiguous, so I can't even blame people really to get confused on what's what and what's not. We have Anthony in the chat saying
it's mostly the anime's fault though, because the anime doesn't show like the symbol of the 6 path thing and the markers on his like cloak. But in the manga, you can clearly see it's the 6 path form.
We have Anthony in the chat saying he is skeptical on adult Sakura versus Ten Tails Madara.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm telling you, she's not winning, but she definitely do better than Tsunade did.
I mean, Tsunade couldn't even take on base Madara.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's counting on adult Sakura to be 10 Tails Jinchuriki Madara. I don't think that's the case.
That's a question. Do you think she could beat base Madara? Like alive Madara, not reanimated?
Wait, we're talking alive Madara with a double Rinnegan?
Oh no!
No, definitely not double Rinnegan. That's definitely too much.
So
I'm talking like Mangekyo at best.
Yeah,
so
double EMS, yes, easily.
Double EMS. Anthony, what do you think about that? Adult Sakura versus double EMS Madara. Without 9 tails. Without 9 tails. We gotta specify that. Let us know.
It's not even base Madara? Come on now. Are you saying not even with no Sharingan whatsoever? Like, come on, she's clapping. I don't know if she's clapping him, but she's definitely winning.
Double EMS Madara smacks.
Susanoo, it's hard for her because she can't break through Susanoo.
Yeah, it's kind of like I was listening to Swakage's his adult Sakura vs Madara video, and then I was listening to a video since week with him and Heavenly Controller regarding just talking about it. Alright, so the thing is like with the power that Madara shows against the 5 Kage, it's more or less on the same tier. Even though he has the Rinnegan now in that fight, is more or less on the same tier of what he experienced in the Valley of the End. Granted, because he's always just making comparisons to Hashirama, even despite he has the Rinnegan now. So, really and truly, adult Sakura versus, say, Valley of the End Madara without the Nine Tails. Like, it's I could possibly see Sakura winning, but if she did, it would be like high difficulty. But I'm still saying Madara wins more times out of 10 than Sakura. I still don't see her having that that Ishiki level of kick. Let me kick you out of this Susanoo.
I mean, she can heal herself. She's got superhuman strength. She's immune to genjutsus. She's good, but like Madara's got way more abilities to like work around. So
yeah, that's the thing.
It's hard to say. Within taijutsu and like ninjutsu, she wins easily because she can just dodge his fire star. She can heal herself again if she gets hit by one. But within taijutsu, she completely obliterates him. So, but when it comes to stuff like, I don't know, using Mangekyo to reverse time or like Susanoo.
Or Izanagi at the last minute to revive himself.
It's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of hard to like say she wins. He's got, even if he's about to like die, he can use that King of Hell. He can snatch a soul with the Rinnegan. So maybe with the Rinnegan, Madara definitely wins, but within double Mangekyo,
you feel like it's more so towards Sakura.
Yeah.
Anthony said, is adult Sakura stronger than Onoki? I'm going to tell you right now, I'll stand on this 100%. She beats Onoki. Like, if she can avoid that particle style, she got it.
Onoki can barely walk.
Especially, yeah, like Boruto era Onoki clapped.
Well,
like clapped.
I mean, he has kinds of time
But
limits.
that's the thing is even if she gets hit a little bit with the particle style, with that 100 healings, like Tsunade got cut in half, and it just like she just grew back together. Like she could literally get an arm blown off and just grow an arm.
By the way, I brought this interesting topic with my friends, right? So, you know how Shino has like his flies that he can swarm people with, that living things, right? So what if he swarmed Ishiki? He can't shrink living things or store them. So do you think that could do a lot of damage? Because if they keep Shino protected, and while Shino's got all his bugs on Ishiki, he can't really do anything.
But do the bugs do anything to Ishiki though? Like, is he susceptible to their poison?
You could probably drain his chakra.
Yeah, draining his chakra and also fighting him at the same time. So, I mean, maybe they could have used both style, but you could have just kicked through it. So,
but the only thing is that it's because Ishiki is like, there's just so many different things. All right, so he can't shrink them, right? But
he can't stop them. He can't really hit them either because obviously they're stuck on his arm, his whole body.
He could potentially shrink to a size that's smaller than the insects though to get them off, and then remove them from the battlefield using like space-time ninjutsu. That's what I would do if I was Ishiki.
He could just like not be affected.
I don't think he can like enlarge himself like beyond his normal size.
Yeah, I think he can only shrink and go back to his
normal size. Yeah. So, but if I was Ishiki, that's what I would do. I would probably
assumed he could because of those giant blocks. I guess he pulled those giant things from another dimension, but like
yeah, because remember everything he
I just assumed when I was reading that he was doing that himself.
Yeah, that's the case. Because the thing is, you gotta remember that everything he shrinks with Daikokuten, he can like just put them into that dimension. So if he's been alive for a while, he has a plethora of like probably objects he can use to come back to help him out.
Yeah,
and then those blocks disrupt chakra sensing too. So that's
I mean, when he was fighting Kashi and Koji, he pulled out a glass of wine, so.
Yo, I am looking forward to that moment in the anime. Yo, the Ishiki wine.
He pulls out his jacket, he gets dripped out, he gets himself a glass of wine, and then he smokes.
Listen,
Kashi and Koji.
you see when that reaction comes, I am going to have I still have some red wine left, but I'm gonna need a next bottle. So for the end of August, I'm going to get myself some red wine. I'm going to pour myself and I'm going to drink. Yo.
Wait, other interesting thing. Don't you guys reckon it's weird that Ishiki is the only one with his own unique dojutsu, unlike Kaguya?
Yeah, that is a bit strange, isn't it?
And their own version of Rinnegan.
Even Urashiki kind of had his own. It was blue.
Yeah, with that weird time do-over technique, whatever. Yeah.
It's like Pokemon cards, they have their own version, but Urashiki cannot do anything. He got scaled by Jiraiya.
I'm telling you though, dude, I'm telling you. That he had a good premise. They were just terrible on the execution.
Yeah, and this is why I always preach when if I'm talking with somebody regarding like some aspect of a show or anime or movie, I always preach, yo, it just comes down to the execution, fam. They can do anything. It just comes down to that. Nothing really beats top execution, really. Nothing. What was I gonna say again? No, I was gonna say in terms of the eye technique, probably it's the case with, assimilating different planets and the genetics of different planets via like a chakra fruit. Probably over time, it kind of gives rise to mutations and different eye techniques. Maybe that's the case.
Yeah, but like, it's the thing that's weird about that is he's been doing it with what's her name, Kaguya, and Momoshiki's been doing it with Kinshiki. So I'm surprised they don't have different ones. And
yeah,
they've been going around for years and years. But they seem to only possess the Byakugan and the Rinnegan.
Which they hard to use, but hey.
Yeah, like, they have so many good abilities, but guess not. Let's just use Taijutsu against two of the most powerfulest ninjas in this planet, who are literally killing me in my fused form. Like, what?
It's ridiculous.
He used what? Almighty Push once. Could have used Planetary Devastation and the other Kages, but no. Just wanted to put them in a shadow paralysis for no reason. I don't think Momoshiki was the best while.
That's what I'm saying.
This might be like an unpopular opinion, but I'm not a fan of all these different dojutsus. Like, I don't like how we've, in the last 6 months to a year, we've had like 3 new dojutsus.
Senrigan,
which are broken beyond point, and somehow we've never heard of them.
Yeah, and it doesn't make nobody has any idea what they do or where they came from or how you get them. It doesn't make any sense.
It's becoming Super Saiyan transformations at this point, eh?
Like, yeah, whenever, and it's such a beef for me because, like I'm saying, Kishimoto is lazy now, because in the original Naruto, they explained why the Sharingan happens and why the Byakugan happens, like why it develops the way it does. They explained it, and they haven't even begun to try to explain any of these new dojutsus.
It's true. It's true.
But the thing is, the new dojutsus are so broken. Like, the thing is, Amado literally made these. Like, the Senrigan, which is Ada's dojutsu, you can literally go back in time and watch events like nothing happened. Obviously, since the time she was alive, so she can keep repeating Naruto's fight and find out his weaknesses and all. It's kind of broken. And then Damon's, I don't know if he's got dojutsu, but his eyes seem to have a certain shape inside them. So possibly a dojutsu. And then Boruto's Jogan, which isn't even canon yet.
I mean, everybody thought, I think the eyes might be just the way he's drawn, because everybody thought Delta, right after that chapter where she absorbed Naruto's Rasengan for the first time.
Yeah.
Immediately after that, the internet blew up. People thought she had a dojutsu and stuff. Like, I think it's just the way it's drawn. Like,
I mean, she didn't really possess a dojutsu. It was more like an absorbing eye.
No, he's not saying she does. He's
I
just
think it's like
saying.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, people on the internet after that chapter came out thought she had a dojutsu because of the way it was drawn, and I think that's the same case with Damon.
Yeah, fair enough. That makes sense.
We have
The
Anthony
thing
in the
about
chat
Boruto's
saying.
dojutsu, it's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anthony is saying I have a huge theory. I believe that Sakura's next power up or power upgrade will be that she can channel all her chakra in her seal to certain parts of her body at a time. So she can channel all the chakra to her feet to give her god level speed, channel all to her hand. And kind of like a gear to Luffy, channel second gear to certain parts. It's a nice, interesting application. I don't see why not. What do you guys think?
Here's my theory. So she's gonna get killed. Like, that's my theory. Like,
I should have seen that coming.
I love it.
Like, I don't see her standing a chance against Code. She will kill Ida, though. I am telling you, she will absolutely obliterate.
Well, I mean, Ida does say she's not much of a fighter, but I mean,
but
that's my thing. Is you mentioned it earlier. You mentioned it earlier with Ida, and I said, like, even if she can see you, she might know exactly where you are and what you're gonna do. But if she can't stop you, it's no good.
Yeah, that's true.
But then she has Damon and Code who are literally
broken.
So she pretty much
but they can't be everywhere at once. You know what I mean? They have to either protect her or they have to fight.
Yeah,
they can't do both.
The thing is, she pretty much controls them both because she has the ability to like charm them. So Damon can just reflect stuff while Code's fighting. So Damon's the real danger because Code right now has limits on. Code probably will lose to Naruto and Sasuke if he was to go in a 2v1 fight.
Yeah.
You're kind of breaking.
Yeah, you're kind of muffled. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard for me to speak up when it's like 4:30 in the UK. So.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay, sir. I'm saying it's pretty much Code right now is weak because he's got limiters on, and he probably can't even take on Naruto and Sasuke in a fight. Damon's the only real danger, which I don't really see having a good counter yet, unless a seal like you said earlier in the YouTube chat, which is hard to think about because he can reflect abilities, so he could possibly reflect a seal.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like my thoughts when I saw it, especially whenever I saw Code do it intentionally, I feel like you have to intentionally, like, it works off of your intent behind the attack. So if you intend to like not hurt Damon or miss Damon, like the ability doesn't affect maybe something, you know, like maybe you just
trying to find some loophole in it.
yeah, like maybe you
like
you
maybe
hit him with something like a sexy jutsu, you know what I mean? Like for lack of a better term, you hit him with something that you don't intend to attack him,
or maybe
so
like
much trick him into it. So maybe like couple shadow clones, and then trick him with the shadow clones, and then seal him. But do you reckon he has like an ability to only deflect like, I don't know, 4 people at a time or like 3 people at a time?
Yeah, it could be a next thing as well, because there must be some limitation to his ability.
Yeah, I mean, Ada did mention in the manga to not like lay out his cards so easily. So the only thing we really know about Damon is he can reflect abilities, and
if he's a cyborg like Delta was, then that it's possible that he can overload, because that's exactly what happened to Delta.
Yeah, that's true. But
like, she just got overwhelmed and her system just.
Yeah, I would agree, but probably his capacity would be a lot higher because Delta obviously is one of the cyborgs that, you know, Jigen's like, okay, cool, fam. I can, you know, one shot her if it needs be. But, you know, I'm assuming Damon's one of the cyborgs that obviously is like, Jigen's like, no, fam. I'm not having it. So more than like his capacity would at least be
That is a
tons
really
higher.
good point.
Exactly. So, and then without the
But
Nine
he
Tails,
did
it's
want
like,
those cyborgs scrapped.
so.
I
Comes-
wonder if Amado has has like a shutdown switch for all these cyborgs, or if he's just out here letting them roam. Like, imagine that though. Like, he's just built these cyborgs that are ridiculously strong, and he just let them go, like Dr. Giro.
It's
The thing is, he probably does have something like that because he made Kashin Koji believe that his only purpose was to kill Jigen, and then he shut down Delta at will. So he probably has some sort of like thing where he can shut down Ida because Ida wants to like kill him because Amado placed something in her to not like feel love. So I'm guessing that has like some sort of like shutdown option. It's kind of hard, but Amado probably has a backdoor to every cyborg he's made, so he knows how to defeat them. If you get what I mean.
yeah, I get you. I
Right.
get you. It's ridiculous. How
Theoretically, I mean, it makes me wonder if Damon had that ability before he was modified somehow. Because if he has this ability, why wouldn't Amado just be like, oh yeah, he can only do it this many times, or there's a delay in between, or you know something. Why couldn't he just tell you the weakness? Like in theory, Amado should know the weakness for all of these guys.
Oh,
He's
but-
been doing maintenance on them for years.
Yeah, fine, but remember, he doesn't know that they haven't been trashed. That's the thing. But then again,
True.
that's even sketchier because you would think someone like Amada would know, like even with Boro being tasked to trash them, you would think Amada would have already predicted that he would be charmed by Ida. Well, I don't know. Trying to play 4D chess here.
I think he does know. I think he's just set up, like, because I mean, I don't believe him for a second when he says he doesn't have an ulterior motive. He obviously does. It's so obvious.
Yeah.
Why would anyone do all of that without an ulterior motive? He moves so sketchy, and his story never adds up completely. Like he gives you just enough information to where you believe him, and nothing more.
Not more.
Yeah, but he's the only key for like the Leaf Village to actually do something against Code's group because he knows what he's doing against those cyborgs.
I feel like Anthony's trolling in the chat. He's asking, what if Denki is the Aizen of Boruto?
I would love that.
Ridiculous, dog.
He's the new Tento.
Finally, we would get some side character action. Hashtag justice for Lee. I'm telling you,
Yo,
we need more Lee.
listen, dog.
And I want to know who is Metal's mother. I swear, if Boruto ends without me knowing who Metal Lee's mother is, I will go to Japan and personally ask Kishimoto what he's thinking.
Dog. I do agree. I want to see more Lee, dog, but it's like I don't know, man. It feels like I've given up all hope.
It's kind of hard with so many characters, like
Yeah.
side characters and main characters at some
Trust
point
me.
in the storyline.
It's ridiculous. That's why I keep making the joke that all the old characters are just tired of Konoha and have taken permanent vacation and just tired of Konoha being attacked and like, I'm tired of this shit. Yo.
I mean, it
trust me.
seems to me like they're basically just the police force now. They just kind of hold down the fort, and and I mean, Ino works in a flower shop, and you know, Shikamaru just kind of chills at the Hokage office.
Yeah, true. But still,
What do you
man.
guys think will happen with the juvenile ten tails? Like, could they turn that into like a Jinchuriki, or is that not possible?
Just like temporarily, temporarily solve the problem of the new god tree.
But I'm saying, like, it is a ten tails, right? So can
Yeah.
it be split into the nine tails? And maybe
Oh,
we can,
like, I got you.
Yeah,
we
I
can
don't see
use
why it
that
can't
on-
be.
or maybe it's like a last resort where, like,
You know, now that you say that, I feel like they're gonna bring the Nine Tails back. Like, you know how Kurama died? Like, I guarantee you almost now that that's how it's gonna happen.
But
the thing is, Karama won't be the same because
Yeah,
once he dies,
exactly.
he forgets everything, so he won't really remember Naruto or anything.
That's true, but Naruto will be reunited with Kurama, and I think that's the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true, but I don't see Boruto ending in like a happy way.
no,
I see
yeah.
him, like
No,
full
for
on
sure
sorrow.
not. I don't know. I mean, it has to. It can't just. I don't think it's gonna end in a dark way at the very end, but I think it's
No.
gonna be super dark up until the very end.
Right, I'm saying halfway through the time skip, or maybe the first half or first quarter,
Yeah.
it's going to be fully dark. Like maybe I'd say half of the Shippuden roster's dead. Sasuke possibly dead. Naruto sealed.
Dude, on Lee's deathbed, I swear to God, dude, on Lee's deathbed, he better tell Metal who his mom is. Like, that better be like the first page of that chapter. He's like, I've never told you this, but your mother is 1010.
Yo, yeah, kill me, dog. Trust me, killing me.
I'm telling you,
Oh,
it's
sorry.
gotta be 1010. Gotta be 1010.
Alright, we're holding.
Be so bad.
We're holding out hope. But I also see
To be honest,
being
I
like
see Rock Lee going out with the 8 gates transformation like thingy my guy did.
definitely.
That'd be so
Definitely.
cool.
Yeah, I want to see him use it.
I would love that. Finally, some justice for Lee.
Yeah, but the thing is, even if he uses it, who is he actually going to beat with the 8 gates? He is not going to beat Code, I'll tell you that.
That don't matter. God didn't beat Madara.
I mean,
No, true.
He did almost kill him with the first hit, so.
Yeah, but almost is only works in horseshoes and hand grenades. So
He did hit a 10 tails Jinchuriki. He pretty much regenerates even though he's been sliced in half.
Yeah. But
So it doesn't really matter.
But at the end of the day, I also agree that it's going to become super dark. The potential of Naruto dying, I don't know.
Naruto, I reckon, is gonna turn into that new Might guy, so probably really badly injured. Sasuke, I'm guaranteeing a death. Sakura dead. I hope Sakura dies. I mean, not that I hate her or anything. I just want her to be what do you call it? Like the thing that awakens
Sarada's
Mangekyo.
Mangekyo. Okay.
Yeah. And I want to see Sasuke die because that's what will get Boruto anger to train to get stronger.
How do you think the fan base is going to react?
Yeah, I want to see like a really dark twist, but also not kill off everyone. But I think by the time like Boruto, like whatever it's called, Boruto Shippuden or whatever they're gonna name it, ends, it's gonna be a really, really dark ending. Well, not dark ending, but like a really sad ending, because I'm guessing everyone's gonna get absolutely killed, depending on how it ends. Maybe a war arc where Kawaki goes angry.
Yeah.
Or maybe a new boss. Maybe the two like missing Otsutsuki's that we see on the panels maybe appear. We don't know.
To be honest,
I don't think it's gonna be that bad just because Kishimoto is writing now, and he's never been one to just kill off a whole bunch of characters like that. I mean, random
I mean,
ninjas,
I mean,
like random
Itachi
nameless shinobi for sure, but not
Itachi
like.
and Jiraiya.
I mean, yeah, Itachi and Jiraiya didn't really die too far between each other, eh?
Yeah, literally like 3 chapters away.
Yeah, but that's just 2 people. I mean,
2 were like the most fan favorites.
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and I mean, I feel like Naruto and Sasuke both die, and I feel like that's probably gonna be the extent of it.
The one
What do you?
person that I just want to see die is Kakashi. I just can't accept him dying. Or Konohamaru. I just can't accept them 2 dying. Also Hanabi as well. I just don't want to see them die.
What do
There's
you?
so much potential.
What do you guys think about this? Thought just came to me about like, alright, so we're fighting aliens now, right? And you know, one of the big things going into coming out of the Fourth Great Ninja War with the whole Obito Naruto dynamic was what it meant to be a shinobi. You know, we are those who endure. What if one of the big themes towards the end of Boruto is like, you know, what it really means to be a human, but it's in an age where, of course, shinobi and jutsu and everything has kind of died out and everything, and literally like Orochimaru and Boruto are like the only characters left. I don't know. That idea just kind of came to me.
Yeah, I mean, your point does get backed up because in the first episode and also the manga page 2, they do say the age of Shinobi's over. So depends.
Well, that's just what Kawaki claims, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, the way you take it with the way the anime is going, it's like cyborgs versus real ninjas, and like, so the age of Shinobi could mean like everyone who's like a real ninja is like, it's like the trend has died out now. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
more of, like,
everybody would rather have technology than like actual strength.
and then like that's like the main point of the whole storyline, I'm guessing. So yeah, it does make sense, but it depends how they play it out. It's just
Yeah.
the execution, like Sanjay said earlier.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I've not heard anyone talk about this, and I follow a lot of anime channels. And what do you guys think about Shikamaru being portrayed in the anime to be like the new Danzo?
He is a really strict guy. I mean, I can't lie.
Very strict. Like,
Yeah, he has hatred for Boruto and Kawaki. As soon as they got their karma, and he knows Kawaki's karma. Like he has something. He wants to kill them, probably.
the man just doesn't
He's
trust.
exactly like Danzo. He just sees everyone with any level of power as a threat to the village.
Yeah, he's very
He
strict
sees
with his rule.
Hokage as a threat. He hates everything.
Right?
Yeah.
But I think Shikamaru is gonna die in the hands of Kawaki.
Wow.
Definitely. Yeah.
Dude, I love Shikamaru, but I would love to see that, honestly. Because I would love, like, after all of the stuff that's been said to Kawaki,
It was
he
like
deserves to get some, you know, justice.
Yeah, true. I mean,
like
the part I found most funny was when they opened the teleporter and they were in the shadow paralysis, and Kawaki just absorbed the full shadow paralysis. Just walked through the teleporter.
but
That was a funny.
yeah, that was funny.
Shikamaru thought he was slick.
Yeah.
But
it just didn't work out.
But I'll say this: I wouldn't like 100% say like Shikamaru's like 100% the new Danzo. Like in a lot of cases, he does bring up a lot of good points when it comes on when he's reasoning with Naruto. But you know, I don't think he has a balance between. He's really taking it to the extreme in terms of protecting the village. But I wouldn't really go as far as say he's like 100% Danzo.
The thing is, he is a smart
No, he's
guy.
definitely not as bad off as Danzo was.
Yeah, Danzo ruined everything. He
Literally.
he just ruined everything because he enjoyed it. That's why.
The man just
he-
wanted
He
the
got
village for
so
himself,
many
man.
people killed.
But on the topic of Shikamaru, though, he's a smart guy, but I think with the stuff he's seen in the past by losing his family, his friends in the war,
Yeah, and
I think
Asuma, of
he
course.
doesn't want to see it happen again. Yeah, he doesn't want to see it happen again. That's why he wants to, like, he called Naruto naive and said, like, you like, look past things too easily.
Yeah,
So
but
he
that's
wants to
exactly what I mean. That's the same thing that Donzo said to Hiruzen. Same thing. Except Donzo was way more like dark and menacing with it.
Yeah, he had some like addiction, like gambling addiction with collecting Sharingans or something.
I like how you
I
put it
think
as
he just
gambling
had an
addiction.
to like. I think he had an addiction to just like stealing from other people in general. 'Cause, I mean,
Yeah.
all the stuff that he did over the, like snatching babies for Orochimaru's projects and going to the Rain Village to steal stuff from Hanzo and then like set up a civil war basically.
Yeah, this man is just setting things up so he can slide in and, you know, be the ultimate ruler.
The funny thing is, in the anime, when he dies at the end, they tried making him seem like he was a reasonable guy by saying like he wanted to become Hokage and protect everything, but it just didn't work out.
Nah.
I feel like in the end he realized that he was messed up.
Yeah, he was just overall bad. I mean, I would have seen.
That doesn't make him any better, but you know.
Yeah, true. I would have liked to seen Shisui live, but guess
Oh,
not.
dude. Shisui is
Yo.
my favorite character.
Yeah, like he literally had like maybe like 4 episodes of screen time, but it was still some of the best moments.
He's my favorite character in Naruto, period. Like,
I'd
I don't
love
know
to see
why,
more
I
of
just,
him.
every
Wait.
time I see Shisui, I'm just like, damn, he's so cool.
I read this thing on Reddit, right, where some guy said every death we've seen in Naruto, we've actually seen them get killed or die, but Shisui's the only one we didn't actually see get killed. So he said there's a potential of him being alive because Madara was alive and he could fight and see. Well, not see. He could fight and had senses.
You want to theorize that Shishu is the one in the container?
Well, no.
Oh man, that would be awesome.
It would be cool, like
I would love it. I'd totally be on board with it.
I know.
Man, I'd be back behind Kishimoto 100%, dude. You'd never hear anything bad from me again. I would be on the hype train for the rest of my life.
But I'm saying there is a potential he could be alive, but the potential is really low. So
yeah,
I know. I've heard that theory a couple times, but it just
unlikely.
It hurts my heart to hold out false hope. You know what I mean? Because in all reality, that's probably never gonna happen. Because Kishimoto has a hard time explaining things in general. How would you explain that away?
Mental gymnastics, dog. Mental gymnastics.
Like you just like he just sat out the entire 4th grade ninja war and like everything with Kaguya, Momoshiki.
True.
He never said anything about what Orochimaru was doing. He never said anything about.
You'd have to come with a really good explanation.
Yeah, he just sat out everything. That doesn't make no sense.
True.
Wait, King Bio?
The one I read it about a Boruto opening where.
Were you already subscribed, man?
Guy with claws.
Oh, sorry about that.
But it was a guy with claws and he was hooded in the opening scene, and that people speculated that it was code. I don't know if I have the picture, but if you search it up, you should see it. But I personally think that theory doesn't really work out because we didn't even meet Code at that point when that opening was released.
I feel like you can't get a whole lot from the openings, because I used to really study them, like I do the One Piece openings, but in Boruto, I mean, they had that one opening where they fight like a giant ice monster,
Oh,
and that
yeah.
never happened. That
Or-
nothing like that ever happened.
Are Kawaki and Boruto fighting G?
Yeah.
Listen, I,
I was so hyped to see that.
it's ridiculous, dog. That's it is. But
I mean, the new opening had a lot of real stuff in it.
well, yeah, it did. Sure as hell did. I'm still waiting on
Like
V2, as I
literally
said.
Everything.
Literally
They actually
waiting
have
on V2.
content to put in it now, though, instead of just like anime only stuff that makes no sense.
True. Ah, boy. Alright, guys. Anyway, I feel like I might be calling this subscriber stream to a halt the next few minutes. It's what, 10:48 here. That means I'm almost streaming for almost 3 hours. It's insane. I know we kind of segued into mainly Boruto and Naruto, as we usually do. But any final thoughts, guys?
Yeah, we didn't really talk about Black Clover at all.
Yeah, not this trip. Not this trip at all.
It got completely left.
You watch Black Clover, Stick?
Personally, no.
Nah.
I've not watched it.
Fair enough.
I love Black Clover.
The thing is, when I watch animes, I usually like go through it halfway and start another one and then finish that and then somehow make it back to the original one. So it's kind of weird how I watch anime. But
if you're gonna get into Black Clover, I recommend getting into the manga though. Like it stays more consistent with the pacing.
Yeah, the pacing is
I'm
much
just
better than
gonna finish
mangas.
I want to start One Piece, but I know it's gonna be long.
Listen, man.
It's worth it.
Yeah, it really is. Like, what, anime wise or manga wise?
Anime wise, but I will read the manga. I'll finish that in like 2 weeks.
No pressure. But
The thing is, I need to catch
It's
up
an
on it.
experience. It's amazing.
yeah, like I have personally fell off the anime. Like I keep saying in all these streams. I don't know if this is like your first stream or first time taking in my content, but I always say like I'm basically stuck in Dressrosa. So right now I'm thinking of like basically checking out the latest episode and just watch it episodes as they come out. And in my spare time, I'll just watch the backlog episodes I didn't watch. But I'm up to date with the manga, essentially. I do read the manga every week, so it's not like any big spoilers.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't blame you.
So
You need to get to the.
episodes.
You need to get to the current arc. I don't know if you've seen clips or anything, but like the animation is.
no, man. I have been watching clip after clip after clip. Like you think I have a gun, but yeah, man. I've been watching a ton of clips. Trust me. So from reactions to just one-off clips by Crunchyroll or whatever the case may be. So trust me, I've been. It just seems like a totally different anime compared to how the animation was before.
I mean, compare it to Seven Deadly Sins. Anything's better than that.
Shadow. But funny enough, after we cut from here, I'm probably gonna watch some, because I started Mashoko Tensei Jobless Reincarnation since this week. So I'm actually gonna see if I can finish that this weekend, and then move on to something else next week.
I mean, it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning in my time, so
yeah,
I think I'm gonna just go to sleep.
All right, so
It's right at midnight for me.
It's 10:51 for me here. Any final words before you guys go? I must say respect for coming on as per usual, Hidden, and Big T. I guess this is your first time. Respect again.
Yeah, I mean, I'll come on again. I don't mind.
Alright, respect. He didn't
Yeah, I
leave?
had a good time. It was cool.
Yeah, as per usual, man.
I wish we could have talked about Black Clover though.
Yeah, I feel like you really wanted to and you're looking forward to it. But no worries.
I mean, there's so much that's went on lately, especially like I really, really wanted to talk about the stuff with Megicula. Like how she just came out of Vanica's. Like, is Vanica even still alive, or is she just gone now? Like, is she just part of Megicula?
Well, I feel like she's still alive because let me see. Yeah, because it's just Laura Pichica and Vanica. She needed to die, so I think Vanica's still alive. But
You think there's a possibility for Lola Pachica to go back to being a human, or you think she's devil form forever?
probably with the Demon Destroyer Sword, Asta could probably reverse the effects, maybe. So that's the only way I can think of. So, but I really want a few characters to die or something because I think Black Clover needs that some extra to really push it to the next level, as I was saying earlier in the stream.
Yeah, I feel like God just probably dead.
Yeah, but I mean, who really had an emotional connection with Gaja though? That's the thing. Like, alright, not me at least.
Yeah, that held no weight. If they would have killed Noct though, like right before Asta showed up, if they would have killed Noct and then Asta showed up a second late, that would have been crazy.
Yeah, trust me, I actually would have actually felt something like Noct, despite him having less screen time than Gaja. Well, anyway,
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
It's crazy. I
With
know
the whole Spirit Guardians thing, yeah.
Yeah, but
I can't wait to see Magna in the anime. That's gonna be amazing.
that's probably like late next year or probably early 2023, maybe. But I guess we'll see.
I still hold out faith that they're bringing the anime back. There's no way they can't bring it back with how popular Black Clover is now.
No, I think they will, but it's just gonna be like after the movie.
Real.
So
Justice for Black Clover. And Lee.
after and Lee. Hashtag. But but alright guys, yo, respect for coming on again. You don't know, we're at what 1,562 subscribers now, so journey to 20,000 same way. So yeah man, respect guys, get some sleep, rest, and some food, most crucial parts. And I guess I'll see you guys for the next video, stream, whatever it is. Alright, yeah man.
Be careful.
Yeah man, respect, yeah man.
See you later.
Alright, so Anthony. No Olympics. No. Sorry. No Olympics, honestly. I'm sorry, I'm a horrible person apparently. But as I said, still, I'm just chilling this weekend, dog. Honestly, is me. But as per usual, guys, respect for coming out for the subscriber stream. I am looking forward to the day that we have 1,000 persons in these streams, which would be ridiculous, ridiculous and wild, if I'm being quite honest. So, this is what it is. But as per usual, shout out to everybody that came out tonight. Of course, some person may go back and watch this, so shout out to you if you're watching this, unlike, you know, after it's been listed after the stream, obviously. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to the coming episode for Boruto, everything that's coming with like Dragon Ball, Boruto, Black Clover, and any other thing that interests me. Hopefully finishing Mushoku Tensei this weekend, and then moving on to probably VV Fluorite's Eye. I think that's how it's pronounced. Next week I'll be doing my initial reaction and thoughts on that next week, so look out for that. Should be fun. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, peeps. And if anything, you guys can always shout me on Discord, if anything. So, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, my server isn't really the most active, but if you want to show me, if you want to DM me on Discord or whatever, sure. I don't mind. But, yeah. Big T. Yeah, man, no problem. As long as you have the time and I'm streaming, always welcome. Yes, man. So, guys, I'm gonna just chillax, watch some anime for the rest of the night, and yeah, man, stay safe. Do the thing.